The Epic Casebook. In which Inspector Carr investigates.
Last weekend, we were visited by a one-time leading member of the South African police. He's been retired for some years now. Naturally, we chewed the nostalgic cud, and we talked about that strange, highly intelligent character known as Babyface. I say strange and highly intelligent because my friend and I agreed that had Babyface applied his obvious drive and ability to activities within the law, he'd have probably made very much more money than his fraudulent acts brought him. I refrain from mentioning his surname, since he's paid his debt to society, and for all we know may be leading a decent and honourable life somewhere in the Republic. In fact, the only reason for mentioning Babyface is that in my heyday as a policeman, there was a notorious young Londoner who was known to the Yard under the same sobriquet. Everyone, the police and the underworld alike, referred to him as Babyface. And no wonder. His peaches and cream complexion, his pale blue eyes set in a round, somewhat fleshy face, his fair, curly hair gave him the sort of appearance that suggested that he would look like an innocent, sweet infant till the day he died, even if he lived to be 100. And yet, beneath that facade was a brain and a heart as ruthless and as cunning as I've ever come across. Oh, his face stood him in good stead, all right. 5 times the police thought they'd got the goods on him, and 5 times old Babyface would gaze at the magistrate with an air of sweet, injured innocence. And 5 times he left the court a free man. If you detect a note of bitterness in my voice, there isn't any. Babyface may have escaped the law, but he didn't the vengeance of the underworld. Let me tell you about it. I've called my story, Death is Misplaced. News of Babyface's death was transmitted to the murder squad one early spring morning. I'd barely had time to place my hat and coat on the rack when the telephone bell summoned me. Carr?
Operations here, Inspector.
Yes.
Constable's just come through, sir. Found a dead body in Lion Yard, off Soho Square, sir.
Oh, not on this pleasant spring morning. I was having to get my paperwork up to date.
Afraid so, sir. Body found by a police constable Brand, sir. Papers in the dead man's pocket identify him as Gilbert Cooper. Driving licence shows that he lived at Berkeley Court, Hill Street, Mayfair, sir.
Constable still with the body?
Yes, sir. We've notified Vine Street. They're sending a sergeant round, sir.
Well, how experienced is this constable? Is he sure the man is dead?
No question about it, sir. Says the man's been dead for some hours, strangled.
Good morning, Carl.
Hello,
Brought
Mac.
those dockets for you.
Just hold on a minute, Ops. Hello, Mac. Looks as though you and I are paying a trip to Soho. Got Ops on the line. Man been found strangled.
Oh, dear. And I thought you and I could go with the Robson inquest. The material's all here. Still, there's no hurry for that.
I'm sorry to keep you, Ops. Senior police surgeon has just walked in. Look, tell the constable to stand by. We'll be over in a matter of minutes.
Very good, sir. Just a minute, sir.
What is it, Ops?
Gilbert Cooper, sir. Isn't that Babyface? You had something to do with him, didn't you, sir? Before you joined the murder squad?
Did I? 3 years ago, and I haven't quite got over the humiliation of seeing that crook go scot-free. Yes, that was his name. Gilbert Cooper. Could be a coincidence. Somebody else with the same name. All right, Ops, arrange for transport to pick us up outside the west entrance.
Will do, sir.
Gilbert Cooper, eh? I wonder. Well, Mac, will you be accompanying me, or will you send someone else?
Yeah, it's a lovely morning. Be glad to get out of the office.
It was indeed as lovely a morning as London can be in the spring. A recent shower created a kind of sparkle in the air, and it was difficult to stifle the wish that my colleague and I were driving into the forest instead of investigating a Soho strangulation. By the time we'd arrived on the scene, Vine Street had been alerted to supply an additional police officer and a screen to hide the murder from the passers-by. Well, this used to be part of my beat a few years ago, Mac.
If the dead man is Babyface, what would he be doing in Lion Yard? They're mostly warehouses, aren't they?
Mostly, but there are a couple of nightclubs with rear exits leading onto the yard. Oh, well, here we are. Now, which of you is Constable Brand?
I'm sir. Good morning, sir.
Morning, Constable.
Good morning, sir. Dr. McPherson.
Hey, that's right. Morning, Constable. Yes, I remember. You box for the Y Division, don't you?
That's right, sir.
Well, let's just take a look at the body, shall we?
Just behind the screen, sir.
Babyface. Well.
So it is the Babyface you were talking about.
It is indeed, Mac. Now, what's he doing in Lion Yard on a sunny Sunday morning?
It's fortunate it is Sunday, otherwise this place would be crowded with morbid onlookers by now.
These are the things I took out of his pocket, sir.
Oh, good. While the senior police surgeon is examining the body, let's take a look at Babyface's possessions. They consisted of £121 notes, a gold cigarette lighter, driving licence, small pocket diary, an expensive fountain pen and a bunch of keys, together with some loose change. Oh, all right, Constable. What's the story?
Well, sir, whilst in the execution of my duty, I was patrolling Soho Square and turned into the yard to make the usual check and saw what I thought was a drunk. You get plenty of those, sir, on a Sunday morning around
Yes,
Soho.
Constable, I know. I take it you logged the time when you came across the body?
Yes, sir, exactly 7:22 this morning, sir.
I see, carry on. What exactly did you do? Did you move the body at all?
Yes, sir. You see,
You don't have to explain. You saw a huddled body, you thought he was drunk, so you went to shake him, wake him up.
Yes, sir. He was lying as he is now, with his head down. As soon as I lifted up his head and saw the colour of his lips and that wheel round his neck, I realised what had happened.
Yes, well, these are obviously keys of the motor car. Doesn't seem to be a vehicle in the yard.
You're right, Constable. This man has been dead for some hours. Rigor mortis has set in.
Bad luck on you, Constable. What time did you come off duty? 7:30?
Yes, sir.
Well, I should imagine you're ready for some shut-eye. I won't keep you very long. You can make out your report to your section officer later in the day. Oh, is it still Hargreaves?
Yes, sir, that's right.
All right, I'll fix that. Now, it's a reasonable assumption that Babyface was coming out of either the Oak Cliff or the Gargoyle Club. Both have exits leading onto the yard. If that's the case, it's also a reasonable assumption that he used the rear entrance to get to his car. Could have come across somebody trying to steal it, got strangled for his pains.
How long have you been on patrol duty, Constable?
Since 0300 hours, sir.
Did it rain at all during the night?
No, sir. Just that shower about an hour ago.
Let's come and have a look at this car.
Wet pavements.
Hey, this man was dumped here. You see how the rest of the ground is dry in the sun after the slight shower, and yet underneath the body it's still wet.
Interesting. Very interesting. Means we can almost pinpoint the time when the body was dumped into the yard. It also explodes my theory that he was coming out of either the Gargoyle or the Oakleaf clubs. Any indication of the murder weapon?
Right, there is. Take a look at this throat. Now, if you notice, the deepest wheal or indentation is in front, and the wheal gets less as one examines the sides of his neck.
Yeah.
It's 100 to 1 that the killer attacked him from behind and quickly slipped the nylon over his head. A quick tug and what's more, Carr, whoever strangled this character, he must have been of a very powerful build. He'd need to be at least as tall as his victim, otherwise he'd never have got the nylon rope around his neck.
You seem convinced it was a nylon rope, Mac. Why?
Because I've been looking for indications through my magnifying glass as to the kind of rope used, but there's not the slightest indication. Now, the strangulation signs are not sufficiently deep and sharp for it to be something like the wire rope or even a tightly woven shoelace. No, I'm convinced it was a kind of material that's got no loose threads of any sort, but yet was rounded as well as firm.
Well, that spells nylon, all right. We'll have to get hold of a meteorological report. Although I was on my way to the yard when it began to rain, that was about 7:15. Constable Brand.
Yes, sir.
There's no need for you to wait. You go and report off duty. Constable here will arrange for the removal of the body.
Very good, sir.
Although it was almost certain that the body of Babyface had been dumped in Lion Yard, nevertheless, the owners of both the Gargoyle and the Oakleaf clubs were aroused from their beds.
No, Babyface Cooper wasn't at my club last night. In fact, he doesn't come to the Gargoyle these days. Haven't seen him in months.
Monsieur Cooper? No, he does not come to the club anymore.
Carr?
Operations here, Inspector.
Yes.
Babyface Cooper, sir. His car has been found abandoned in Side Street off Maida Vale, sir.
Maida Vale, eh? Unhappily, that doesn't mean anything. Could have been murdered miles from there. What news of his movements?
Well, sir, they're still out questioning. Apparently he hasn't been seen in any of the usual gaming joints, sir. Louis the Lip says that he had a row at the Archer Club. Accused the owner of cheating.
Well, that's something. That's worth following up. The Archer Club's owned by Danny Freeman. He wouldn't take that lying down. What does Babyface's servant say?
We sent Sergeant Blake around, sir. There's no answer. The house has been locked up.
Isn't there anyone there?
Apparently not, sir. Oh, the meteorological report's through, sir. Heavy rain for exactly 3 minutes this morning at 7:15. Hasn't rained before for about 24 hours, sir.
All right, Ops, thanks very much. Yes? Mac.
As I suspected, the hyoid bone is broken. Anyway, here's the official report. I can now give you a reasonably confident time of death. Between midnight and 1 o'clock this morning.
Thanks, Mac. If only we could find out where Babyface was between midnight and 1 o'clock this morning. Had dozens of uniformed and plainclothes men on the job, yet no one seems to have seen him.
You think it's a gang killing?
Well, it could be, Mac, but I doubt it. Babyface is a con man, professional gambler. There are very few murders committed as a result of that kind of activity. Mind you, he did accuse Danny Freeman of cheating. Perhaps I'd better go and have a word with him. He'll have known of the murder by now, even if he's in the clear. The midday edition ran a stop press story.
So, Babyface got it at last, did he? Well, I'm not pretending I'm sorry, because I'm not. Accusing me of cheating. Is that why you're here? Did one of your coppers' narcs tell you I nearly strangled a swine?
That's a rather interesting statement you made, Danny. You nearly strangled the swine. That's how he was murdered. Says in the stop press he was found strangled.
Now, wait a minute. I didn't strangle
I know you didn't personally, Danny, because I've been checking up on you. And you were here at the club until 4 o'clock this morning. And you're a long way from Lion Yard. But you could have got one of your tough boys to do the job for you.
Oh, come off it, Inspector. OK, I've been a strong-arm boy in my time, but you know I'm clean. OK, I run a spieler. But you know who my customers are. Bookies, jockeys, pros like Babyface. Do you think I'd be crazy?
Never mind that now. Babyface accused you of cheating. A statement like that could close the joint down once there's the faintest suspicion. How much did Babyface owe you, Danny?
Well, not a farthing. Well, he paid all right. Then he said he wouldn't visit the Archer Club again because I used marked cards, the lying swine.
Hey, Danny, they got him all right. It's in the paper.
The man who opened the door and shouted they'd got him all right was obviously referring to Babyface Cooper. Equally obvious was the fact that in his excitement he failed to notice that there was another presence in the room.
What do you want, Joe? What are you getting all excited about?
Oh, I'm sorry, Danny. I didn't see your company. Don't expect people to be standing behind the door.
I was not standing behind the door. As it so happens, the door opened to conceal my presence, which is just as well. Otherwise, you would not have made that illuminating remark.
Well, what's he getting at? What illuminating remark?
You'd better introduce me, Danny.
Yeah. This is Chief Inspector Carr of New Scotland Yard, and you and your big mouth...
Well, what did I say? All I said was they got him, like you said they would.
They got who? Oh, by the way, what's your name?
Joe Austin. Look, I didn't mean anything by it.
Yeah, Joe runs the shoe in a semi-gun.
What did you mean when you burst in here and said they got him all right? It's in the paper.
Well, he
Please,
was...
Danny. Well, Joe?
Can I tell him, Gov?
You might as well. You've done me enough damage already. Go on, tell the Inspector. Well, don't stay in there gulping. Go on.
Well, last night I was handling the shoe. Babyface was losing a couple of £100. Well, he jumps up and says he wasn't going to play here anymore. The cards was marked. I called the boss here a cheat. It's wondering he wasn't done for then and then.
Go on.
Well, when he left, the governor said that one day he's going to get his deserts. Well, imagine how I felt. Governor saying that early this morning. There I buys the racing edition of the Standard, and it says he's been found strangled.
What did you see Danny as? A murderer or a prophet?
Well, Danny? A murderer? No, wait a minute. I didn't
Where were
mean
you
that.
between the hours of midnight and 2 o'clock this morning?
Yeah, well, I was here, wasn't I, Danny?
Look, I can't pretend to be shedding any tears over Babyface. But I didn't kill him, and nor did any of my mob.
How long has Babyface been playing at the Archer Club?
Well, he can't go back to the Oakleaf to play now, can he?
Why not?
Well, after the way Condell Frenchy to buy it, showed him a right steamer there. I mean, who wants to play cards when you can't get a drink? The Oakleaf lost its licence after that guy was picked up there for pushing drugs. Old Babyface must have spent a lot of dough keeping it out of the papers.
I see. Interesting, very interesting. And the Gargoyle? Used to go there quite a lot.
Yeah, I don't think Babyface and the Yank had any love for each other either.
You heard anything lately, Danny? Anything big, anything that might cause the boys to commit murder?
No, Governor, I swear it. Babyface would shot his grandmother. He could charm the false teeth out of an old-age pensioner, but I've never known him mixed up with the strong-arm boys.
And Yank is?
No, I didn't say that. I wasn't thinking of the Yank. Why should he look for trouble? He's got the poshest clientele in London. I do know that he hated Babyface's guts and Babyface hated him.
I've already told one of your men that Babyface wasn't here last Saturday night. That I didn't welcome his custom.
Why not? He was a heavy gambler. His money was as good as anyone else's.
Sure it was. He can roll the dice, play the cards. Have a go at the wheel as long as he liked. When he began to use the gargoyle for his cunning jobs, I began to lose business. In fact, Lord Hume would accuse me. Good evening, my lord. Your usual number of chips?
I'm looking for that fellow Cooper, a friend of yours. Telephoned his house, his office. Seems to be evading me. I take it he is coming here tonight.
Oh, I don't know, my lord. Is something wrong?
Yes, Mr. Crossley, there is something very much wrong. Last week he persuaded me to give him a cheque for £2,000. I bought a half share in a filly named Pretty Polly. He drove me down to Newbury to watch it gallop. I've since learned from the trainer that Cooper bought the nag for £100, knowing it was suffering from Fletcher's disease and knowing it would never race again. I suppose I should have insisted on a vet's report, but that man could talk the brass balls of a pawnbroker's shop.
Now, look, sir, you can't blame me.
I do blame you. £2,000 won't ruin me, but I expect the Gargoyle Club to be careful who they allow in as members. My solicitor tells me I've no proof of the things that this man Cooper told me, but if I see him, I shall thrash him within an inch of his life.
Well, I didn't want any trouble, so I went round to Babyface's house, gave him a piece of my mind, told him to stay away from the club.
Are you sure that you went yourself?
What do you mean by that?
Oh, come off it, Yank. Don't give me that holier-than-thou look. I know you're running the gargoyle on the level. It's too much of a money spinner for you not to. But where did you get the money to buy the gargoyle? That set you back a pretty penny.
That's my business.
And the Soho Street Traders Association was our business. Particularly when your boys started throwing bricks through shop windows if owners wouldn't join your so-called association. All right, Yank, you're not in the clear, not by a long way. I left the gargoyle wondering whether I'd handled such a shrewd, tough character as the Yank as well as I might have done. There was little that went on in the underworld that wasn't relayed to Dennis Crossley, alias the Yank, as I explained to my worthy colleague, Dr. Macpherson. You know, Mac, I have a feeling that I'd have been wiser to have treated the Yank with kid gloves. I've now come to the conclusion that he didn't plot Babyface's death. But who did? Perhaps if I'd have put that question to the Yank, he might have cooperated, although I can't stand his guts. There's many a frightened immigrant who parted with his life savings because of the threats uttered by Yank's bullies.
What about the oak leaf? And what you tell me, the Frenchman had a good reason for killing Babyface?
Now, look, Mac, look at these dockets. Reports from uniformed constables, plainclothes men, informers, waiters, porters. We know for a certain fact that the Frenchman was in his club at the exact time that Babyface was killed. We know that they were actually seated at the gaming table from 12 to 1. Besides, if there's one thing I do know, neither Andre Dubois nor the Yank were responsible for his death. But where was he? I suppose there's no question that he was killed between 12 and 1.
I'll stake my reputation on it.
Then arises the question, where was the dead body of Babyface between the time he was killed and the time he was dumped in the yard?
Answer that, and you might get somewhere.
Carr.
Operations here, Inspector.
Yes, Ops.
Babyface's servant's been traced to Grimsby, sir. She's a Mrs. Winifred Stubbs, age 62. Says that she was given the weekend off as her boss was going to Brighton, sir. She went to stay with her daughter and grandchildren. Mrs. Stubbs is well known to the Grimsby police, sir. Her brother used to be a sergeant in the force. Highly respectable family, sir. Mrs. Stubbs says she last saw Babyface at breakfast on Saturday morning.
Okay, Ops, thanks. I sent out a call to X-Branch, inquired all the more expensive hotels in Brighton, whether anyone answering Babyface's description stayed there on Saturday night. May have given a different name, but he may have booked in as Cooper.
Very good, sir.
You think he might have gone to Brighton?
Yes, Mac, I do. You still there, Ops?
Yes, sir.
Well, make this top priority. In point of fact, get through to my friend Inspector Cable. Tell him to check first with the Metropolitan. With a bit of luck, he may have booked in there under his own name.
Will do, sir.
Yeah, right, now that's a thought, Carr. It would explain why the entire investigating force in the metropolitan area could find no trace of the man. As though he disappeared from the face of the earth until his body was found.
Precisely. And yet...
There's something still troubling you?
Yes, there is, Mac. No one but a fool would take the risk of driving from Brighton to London with a murdered man in the car unless it was absolutely necessary.
You mean, assuming Babyface was strangled in Brighton, why not throw his body into the sea or dump it over a cliff? Pretend it was an accident?
Precisely. There had to be a relationship between Lion Yard and the murder. To dump the body in broad daylight...
True enough, but after all, Lion Yard is a cul-de-sac. Cars are parked there, I agree, but there's no through traffic. One of the thugs could be acting as lookout at the entrance to the yard. It's all very...
Carr?
Operations here, Inspector.
Yes, Ops.
He stayed there all right, sir. Inspector Cable sends his compliments, sir. Babyface booked in under his own name at the Metropolitan, sir. Arrived at 10 a.m. Spent most of the day at Brighton Races. Hotel manager says Babyface dined alone at the hotel and then went to the Regency Club.
Oui, Monsieur Cooper, he come here. He win a few pounds and he leave.
What time did he leave, Mr. Dubois?
Oh, I think about 11 o'clock. He say he has to catch the last train, which is at 11:30.
Oh, that's very funny.
Why are you so funny?
Because he booked in at the Metropolitan Hotel. I've just seen the room. His suitcase is there. How did he arrive at the Regency, do you know?
I have no idea.
Where were you between the hours of 12 and 1 o'clock?
But why do you ask me such a question?
I ask you such a question because I want such a question answered. All right, Mr. Dubois, where were you?
At the club.
Were you? None of your tough guys are going to give you a fake alibi, Mr. Dubois. Not when murder is involved.
I know nothing about this man's murder.
Well, I think you do. Babyface arrives to attend the biggest race meeting on the Brighton calendar, decides to spend the night, calls at the Regency Club to gamble, and you recognize Babyface as the man who sold your brother a white elephant, a club that had lost its license. Babyface was a great one for buying deadbeats cheaply and selling them dear. Is that why you killed him?
I do not know what you are talking about.
You told a silly and stupid lie, quoting Babyface as saying that he wanted to catch the last train back to London. We know he arrived at the Metropolitan by car, and when the police came across his dead body, the car keys were still in his pocket. You killed him, drove the corpse back to London, dumped the body, and then ditched the car.
You can't prove any of this.
Oh, yes, I can. I can prove that you were away from Brighton until 10 o'clock on Sunday morning. I can prove that you were seen near Lion Yard, and I can prove that you were seen in the dead man's car before you ditched it. You're not a very good murderer, are you, Mr. Dubois?
I did not do this thing, I tell
Dear
you.
Dubois, I'm charging you with the murder of Gilbert Cooper and warn you that anything you now say will be taken down and used in evidence.
So, he's accusing this character, Nathan Forrester.
Well, they were both in it. Thanks to the smart work of the Brighton police, Dubois and Forrest were seen at the Brighton Central Station. They took a taxi, first to Dubois' home, then to Forrest's house. As for Forrest, the stupid clot had the nylon rope in his pocket when the Brighton police searched him. That'll be Exhibit A.
Now, see in your dossier where Dubois lied so foolishly. Now, if he hadn't mentioned the fact that Babyface told him he was catching a lost train, his brother would have been the much more likely suspect. Why were you so sure that neither the Yank nor Andre Dubois could have committed the murder?
Because neither of them would have been so foolish. Well, listeners, a simple piece of deduction for you this week. Why did I discount the possibility of either the Yank or Andre Dubois being implicated in the murder? I might as well tell you that it was the same reasoning which convinced me that the owner of the Oakleaf Club had no part in the killing. Would be so foolish as to strangle a man and then leave his dead body right outside their back door, so to speak. Particularly as we knew that Cooper was strangled at least 6 hours before the body was found. It was his brother's vanity that was the killer's undoing. He hadn't anticipated the arrival of Babyface at the Regency. It was Pierre who put up the money for his brother to buy the Oakleaf. He, together with his strong-arm boy, decided to put Babyface out of the way forever. They might have got away with it if Pierre hadn't decided to send such a conceited message to his brother in the shape of the corpse. Both men paid the supreme penalty, although to this day no one knows who did the actual strangling.
The epic casebook was produced by Michael Silver with Hugh Rouse as Inspector Carr. Listen again next Thursday night at 9:30 to another exciting story from our epic casebook.
Standard of California, on behalf of independent Chevron gas stations and Standard stations throughout the West, invite you to Let George Do It. Another adventure of George Valentine.
Personal notice. Danger is my stock and trade. If you feel that you're one against the world and the help you need must be discreet and confidential, call on me, George Valentine. Write full details.
Dear Mr. Valentine, in this whole world there's only one person I care about, my 12-year-old daughter Penny. This Friday I lose her, unless I can make her change her mind about me. You may be the one person who'll believe my side of the story instead of the juicy tabloid version everyone else chooses to believe. If this appeals to your, let's say, chivalrous side...
To your, let's say, chivalrous side, I'll be home all day tomorrow. 19 Montclair Drive, Lakeside Heights. Signed, Barbara Ebersole.
Barbara Ebersole? What do you know?
What do you know?
Barbara Lawson Ebersole.
All right, so she has a maiden name.
Hey, you know, I flunked medieval history in college because of this gal.
You mean she wouldn't let you copy from her paper?
Nothing as intimate as that, Angel. You see, she was in a musical comedy, and had stayed in town for 6 weeks.
Uh-huh.
Matinees Tuesday and Thursday, 2:30. Same time as my class in medieval history.
Yeah, I know. You had a conflict.
On my history exam, they asked me who sank the Spanish Armada, and the only name I could think of was Barbara Lawson, the most beautiful girl in the world, to quote the posters.
And I thought you worked your way through college.
Yeah, except on those Tuesdays and Thursdays. Brooksy, we're going to drop in on Barbara Ebersole, if just for auld lang syne. Pardon me, young lady.
Yes?
The maid showed us in.
We're looking for Mrs. Ebersole.
She's my mother. She's upstairs, but she's probably listening to see if I'm practicing my piano lesson.
Oh, so you're Penny.
You know something?
What's that, dear?
I could play like this.
Well, that's a great improvement on what we heard when we came in.
That's the way she'd like to hear me play. But when she's in the house, I play like this.
You're a real nice kid.
I think so.
Oh, Mr. Valentine?
Oh, yes, Mrs. Ebersole, and this is Miss Brooks, my assistant.
How do you do,
Miss Brooks?
Are these people here to take your pictures for the tabloids again?
Penny.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I hate myself.
I don't know if it's any use at all, Mr. Valentine. Even if the courts let me keep Penny, I can't make her love me.
What is it that's so wrong between you and Penny, Mrs. Ebersole?
Her father. Her wonderful, irreproachable father who drove his car off the cliff a year ago.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Why should you be? No one else ever was. I was the lucky one to have such a charming, attentive husband. Even his own child never suspected he was mean, cruel, and deceitful. No. That irresistible boyish smile took care of everything like that.
I see.
The last few months before he died, I started going out every night just to get away from him and his indifference to whether I was dead or alive. And of course, everybody was saying, how can she do that to Jerry? Poor, charming Jerry.
Oh, you said your husband drove his car off a cliff. Somehow he doesn't sound the type.
I'll never forget that night. We had the most bitter quarrel we ever had, and he stormed out of the house.
Yes?
Penny overheard us. Ever since, she's blamed me for what happened.
Well, what's this about losing her on Friday?
When Jerry died, his mother was determined to take Penny away from me. She almost did because Penny said she wanted to leave me. The judge decided to put me on a sort of parole. One misstep, and I lose my child because I'm an unfit mother.
Uh-huh. Now I get it. That business about tabloids, that was the picture of you in the papers when you were brought up on a traffic charge.
You don't have to be so charitable, Mr. Valentine. They called it drunk driving. But I tell you, I was framed.
Framed?
I had dinner with Dan Edwards. I swear I had nothing stronger than coffee. Next thing I knew, I was alone in my car on the side of the road, and there was the policeman.
Oh, who is this Dan Edwards?
I met him a short time ago. He was fun. We went out a few times, and then, well, this thing happened.
Well, certainly this Mr. Edwards can explain you weren't drinking, that you were ill or something.
Seems the little gentleman can't tell a lie. His version is that I had a little too much, created a scene in the parking lot at Club 44 and drove off without him.
And you want me to prove it was a frame, is that right?
I don't know how you're going to do it, but you must. Before Friday. Penny's all I got. I can't lose her. She'd go on thinking of me as a... Oh, Mr. Valentine.
Oh, now, Mrs. Ebersole, don't.
2 days isn't an awful lot of time, Mrs. Ebersole, but I'll do my best.
I won't be hypocritical, Mr. Valentine, Miss Brooks. I'm glad this thing happened to Barbara.
Mrs. Eversole, isn't that a pretty harsh thing to say about your daughter-in-law?
I told Jerry you should never have married a girl like that.
No, Mother. Barbara was Jerry's wife.
And you're his brother, Leonard. You should be glad we're getting Penny away from this woman on Friday.
Oh, we've heard so much about your son, Jerry.
Yes. When Jerry walked into a room, the other men there stopped existing. You could tell that just by looking into the eyes of every woman. Yet he was kind and gentle. And when he smiled...
Yes, we've heard all about that smile.
I understand your skepticism, Miss Brooks, but Mother's quite right. My younger brother was admittedly perfect.
Mrs. Eversole, I just dropped in to tell you I'm playing on Barbara's team.
Young man, you're wasting your time. There's no other explanation for what happened to Barbara that night, except the obvious one you'll find on the police blotter.
I'm afraid, Mr. Valentine, my sister-in-law hired you to make her story sound a little more plausible.
Could be.
I'm going to have that child if it's the last thing I do.
And I'm going to see that Barbara gets an even break if it's the last thing I do. Come on, Brooksy.
Yes, George.
Hey, look, Brooksy. How would you like to go to Club 44 tonight? I can recommend the food, and the music's not too bad.
Oh, I'd love it, darling. What time do you pick me up?
You're going to be there alone.
Alone?
Well, not exactly. If I've got the right slant on this thing, you'll be with Dan Edwards most of the evening.
Dan Edwards?
I'll be waiting at Barbara's for your call.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
Mostly be your beautiful self, Brooksy. But to be more specific, here's the deal.
Oh, I declare, Mr. Edwards, I'm just dreadful. I mean, being here alone in a nightclub in a big city with a strange man.
Not a strange man, Claire. Just a lonely man.
Oh.
When Edwanda, the head waiter, told me that you were here all alone, I couldn't resist coming over to your table and introducing myself.
And I wouldn't have it any different, Mr. Edwards.
It's Dan.
Yes, Dan. Oh, I wonder what Daddy would say if he could see me now.
Daddy?
He's always saying, Claire, honey, people with our position and money have to be mighty careful whom they meet.
Oh, and he's so right.
Would you believe it? I slipped out of the hotel after Daddy and Mother went to bed. Aren't I just awful?
Let's compromise and say you're the sweetest thing that ever walked into my life.
Oh, Daniel.
And I'm going to find out a lot about you. What your daddy does, that great big house you must live in.
Yes, Dan. And I'm going to find out a lot about you, too.
Not just practicing tonight, eh, Penny?
Oh, Mr. Valentine. Anyway, she can't hear me. She's in her room, and the door's closed.
Penny, you love to play the piano, don't you?
Yes, when I'm alone.
Well, tell me something, Pieface. Who started you taking piano lessons?
She did, and made me practice every day, whether I wanted to or not.
And now you love to play, but not when she can hear it. Well, that's kind of cockeyed, isn't it, kid?
Well, I don't have to talk to you. I'm going up to bed. Where's my book?
Oh, that's it?
Yes, let me have it.
Yearbook, Denfield College, 1933.
Yes, my father's picture is in there. I'll show you what they say about him. Here, doesn't he have a wonderful smile? Listen. Ebersole, Jerry, most popular man on the campus. Captain, water polo team. Most likely to succeed.
Yeah, that's all right.
None of the others had things like that written about him. Look at the very next one under Father's picture.
Eggleston, Frank, campus clown. Good old Eggy.
See what I mean? Eggy the clown.
Oh, it's good to hear you laugh, dear.
Oh, I was just going up to bed.
Penny, wait.
Good night.
Never mind. Did you find out anything, Mr. Valentine?
No, but I did want to know a little more about this Dan Edwards.
Well, he introduced himself and said he was a friend of Jerry's at Denfield College.
Yeah?
He told me about the time just before he and Jerry were supposed to graduate. Jerry stole the clapper out of the chapel bell.
Oh.
Leonard had to square things with the dean and make sure his mother never found out.
I see.
Mr. Valentine, there was nothing wrong with my going out with Dan. For a year, I kept myself cooped up in this house, trying to be the perfect mother. Always remembering Judge Blanchard saying, "One misstep, Mrs. Ebersole, and Penny goes to her grandmother."
And having dinner with Dan once in a while sort of helped take the pressure off.
That's right. I can't think of any reason Dan would lie about what happened that night. But what did you find out about him?
Not much, Mrs. Ebersole, not much. But I have an idea that even at this distance, I'm learning more and more about Dan Edwards every minute.
Well, tell me, Claire, what would it take to impress your, daddy?
Well, like I keep saying, Daniel, he judges everybody by the substantial people they know.
Well, I know some pretty important people in this town.
You do?
Yes. I advise them on their investments, help them spend their money. Here, just look at this check.
Oh, my goodness. $5,000. Agnes Ebersole. Oh, I'm afraid the name wouldn't mean anything to Daddy.
Oh, Mrs. Ebersole. Her family stands for just about everything in this town.
I didn't know you were so clever, Daniel. Oh, dear. I've made up my mind. I'm going to call the hotel and tell Daddy I'm right here at Club 44 with a very respectable gentleman he'll be proud to meet.
Oh, thank you.
Now, you stay where you are, honey. I'll be right back.
I got here as soon as I could, Brooksy. Edwards inside?
Yes, Daddy. And I just bet Mr. Dan is getting awful fidgety in there.
All right. Are you sure about that check?
Yeah, I saw the signature. Agnes Ebersole.
Oh, good. That's a break I didn't even hope for. Now go on back inside.
Well, what are you going to do, George?
Oh, that's the surprise, Angel. The question is, who is it going to surprise most? Dan Edwards, Mrs. Ebersole, or Barbara?
We'll return to tonight's adventure of George Valentine in just a moment. Meanwhile, a word about an extra service. When you're on your vacation trip, you don't expect to find everything just as convenient as it is at home. But when you stop at independent Chevron gas stations and standard stations, you can be sure all along your trip of restrooms that are spick and span. Folks have said that one of the things that makes a long trip more pleasant is knowing there are clean and tidy restrooms along the way. That's why these restrooms are cleaned thoroughly every day, inspected often, and well supplied with soap and towels. The men who offer you this service never want you to feel obliged to buy something when you stop. Just drop in any time at standard stations and independent Chevron gas stations where they say and mean, we'll take better care of your car. And now back to tonight's adventure of George Valentine. Under what circumstances would you say a mother deserves to lose custody of her child? Well, Barbara Ebersole, ex-chorus girl, is almost certain to be declared an unfit mother, unless George proves that Barbara's recent front-page escapade was a frame-up. At Club 44 now, George makes his way toward the table where Claire is sitting with Dan Edwards, the man who seems to be the key to the whole problem.
Hello, beautiful.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, now don't say you don't know me just because it happens to be true.
Now, wait a minute, friend.
Friend? Okay, prove it. Introduce me to the lady.
Just you paying no heed, Daniel, honey.
A belle from Brooklyn. Mind if I sit down?
Look, we don't know you, mister. Now, on your way.
Please, Daniel, not here. What would Daddy say if he found out I was involved in a fuss?
Why, the lady's absolutely right, sir. But I'll be glad to give you satisfaction out in the alley.
Okay, smart guy, come on.
Don't you hurt him too much now, Daniel, honey.
Don't you think you'd better give me the name of your nearest of kin so I can notify him? Okay, brother, how do we begin? You want to knock the chip off my shoulder, or do I just poke you in the nose?
Stop the kid stuff. I've got a proposition to make.
Now, what are you talking about?
I'm working up a business deal with a young lady in there. I've got to impress her. Now, what do you say you take this $10 and have yourself a time somewhere else? With the whole thing.
Oh, come on, boy. Let's play rough. You're a big, husky lad. Let's see if you can take care of yourself.
Okay, I gave you your chance. Now.
Oh, what an opening. Hey, what do I have to do to make you sit down? I'll teach you to not to go around waving checks in front of you ladies. Now, where is it? Here we are. $5,000. Mrs. Agnes Ebersole, paid to Dan Edwards. Well, I wonder how she's going to explain this little payment. Yeah, hello?
George, what happened to you? I've been calling your apartment for an hour.
I know, Angel. Just came in. I went out to see old Mrs. Ebersole.
Oh, then you got the check. What did she say?
Nothing, because she wouldn't see me.
Oh.
But maybe it's just as well. She can explain it to the judge tomorrow. So see you in the office nice and early. Oh, and Brooksy,
Yeah?
just wanted to say you did a smooth job with Edwards. Thanks.
Oh, it wa'n't nothing, honey.
Good night, sugar child.
Not as smooth as you thought, Valentine.
What? How'd you get in my room, Edwards?
I've been waiting for you to show up.
Oh, maybe I underrated you, boy. You're quite a grim character when you're holding a gun.
I could just ask you to hand over that check, but I'm going to do it the hard way, too. How's this for a start?
George, you said nice and early in the office this morning, and I... George!
Now, no comments on my appearance, Brooksy. Let's just say I overslept with somebody's help.
But...
The important thing is I don't have that check anymore.
Huh?
Hey, wait a minute. Hello, Valentine. Yeah, Barbara? What's that? Oh, when'd you miss her? Oh, look, getting hysterical isn't going to help.
Penny?
Just a minute, Brooksy. Yeah, I have an idea where to find her. So stay where you are. I'll get in touch with you.
Grandma, don't let him take me away. I won't go back to her, never.
I'll see to that, Penny, dear.
This is something you have nothing to say about, Mrs. Ebersole.
Can't you see, Valentine, it's better this way? You can call Barbara and tell her to meet us at Judge Blanchard's this afternoon.
A foregone conclusion. He's going to award Penny to us anyway, Leonard.
I hate her.
I thought this might be the kind of stunt you'd pull, Penny. Now, here, look at me. I mean, straight in the eye. You knew if you came to the judge with your grandmother, your mother wouldn't stand a chance of keeping you. Now, didn't you?
What about it?
Just this. You're coming home with me.
Grandma!
Take your hands off her, Valentine.
Young man, you're not the police, you know.
And it's a good thing, Mrs. Ebersole. You could be charged with abduction, trying to keep Penny here. And another thing. What have you got to say about a $5,000 check you gave Dan Edwards?
What? I never issued any such check.
Oh, I see we're going to have to play this right out to the end. Come on, Penny.
No.
Now, don't give me any trouble, Pie Face, because I got a lot of things to do between now and 2 o'clock. Dean Bronson, young Jerry Ebersole was quite a big man here at Denfield College, wasn't he?
Well, Mr. Valentine, he had one of those rare personalities that ingratiated him to everyone he met.
Yeah, I know, that charming smile.
That's right.
Wouldn't you say that the way he died, suicide, was way out of character?
Well, since you say this information is important to his wife, the whole Ebersole family...
You can take my word for that, Dean.
I guess it's my duty to tell you there was a regrettable weak streak in Jerry's character.
Oh, what do you mean?
He forged quite a sizable check against the student body funds in his junior year.
Uh-huh.
Of course, his mother made good, and, well, we hushed it up. You know, the family endowed the Ebersole Library here at Denfield.
Yeah, thank you, Dean Bronson. You've been a great help. A great help. Mr. Dunlap, Jerry Ebersole was working for your brokerage firm when he committed suicide, wasn't he?
Why, yes. He was one of our best contact men, Mr. Valentine. He made that Ebersole personality go a long way.
Well, I've heard enough about that. Let me ask you a simple, direct question.
Yes?
How much did Jerry Ebersole steal from your firm?
What are you saying? I don't understand.
There are two big reasons people commit suicide. One's love, the other's money. Everybody loved Ebersole, the personality boy. Now, how much money did he steal from you?
I don't know how you ever found this out, Mr. Valentine. His mother made good.
Oh, Grandma to the rescue.
We never prosecuted, and I do hope there won't be any publicity at this late date. The firm of Dunlap and Getty is very conservative.
How much was it?
A shortage of $20,000 in his accounts.
I see.
I've always thought poor Jerry began to loathe himself so much he just couldn't go on anymore. That was the real reason for his suicide.
You're a good psychologist, Mr. Dunlap. Thanks a lot. Brooksy, I've made up my mind. I'm going to tell both Barbara and the kid the truth about Eversole. Where are they?
Upstairs, getting ready to leave for Judge Blanchard.
Oh, that's right. We don't have much time.
George, we usually see eye to eye about things. But I think you're wrong this time. Penny's a sensitive, unpredictable child. You don't know what a thing like this might do to her.
Well, it may just jar her enough to realize what she owes her mother.
Or it may have the very opposite effect.
All right, so it's taking a chance. Okay. But look, Brooksy, Peggy is young, with a whole life ahead of her to get over any kind of shock. What does Barbara have left if they take a daughter away from her?
Well...
Oh, no, Brooksy. I'm going to tell them both what the score is before we meet the judge. And I'll need your help, just the way we worked it out. Barbara, we still have a few minutes, and the courthouse is only across the street.
Yes?
Well, there's something I must tell you.
What's that, Mr. Valentine?
Suppose we go into this little park and sit down.
Penny wouldn't even walk down here with me. She insisted on walking with Miss Brooks a half a block behind us. What chance do I have?
Let's wait and see, huh?
Those chimes from the tower, they're beautiful, aren't they?
Yes.
What did you want to say, Mr. Valentine? I'd like to see the judge and get this over with.
Please, Barbara.
Those chimes. They make me feel like praying, and it's been such a long time since I've prayed. But there's only one thing I want, and...
What I've got to say can wait, Barbara. Why don't we both just sit here and listen to the chimes for a while?
Dear Lord, if I can't have Penny, let her be happy wherever she is. And if the only thing that will really make her happy is to forget that I was ever her mother, let it be that way, too. Amen.
Barbara, this is what I wanted to tell you. I found out today why Jerry killed himself.
What?
He stole $20,000 from Dunlap and Garrett.
Oh, no.
That's the truth. And his mother covered for him, just as she did every other time he got into trouble.
I don't believe it. You're lying, both of you.
Penny, what's she doing here? I didn't know she...
I'll never believe that about my father, never. Please, Penny, wait.
Oh, Mr. Valentine.
I'm sorry. I thought if Claire brought Penny here...
Well, whatever slight chance I had is gone. But it doesn't matter. Judge Blanchard's already made up his mind. Let's go and get the formalities over with.
Penny, come here, dear.
Yes, Judge Blanchard?
The last time we were together, about a year ago, I had to make the decision about you and your mother. Now it's up to you.
I know.
Don't be frightened, Penny. Tell the judge how you feel.
Yes, Grandma.
There's something I'd like to say, Judge Blanchard.
Please, Mr. Valentine, what else is there to say? You can see the nervous state of this child. It'll be a crime to let her stay with her mother.
Let Penny go on, Mr. Valentine.
Okay, but I'm not through.
Take it easy, darling.
Penny, you're a sensible little girl, and you're old enough to know whom you'd like to live with. Well?
Well, I...
Don't be afraid to talk to the judge, Penny.
I would like to...
Go on.
I want to go home and live with my mother. Oh, Mother.
Penny. My baby.
I heard what you said when you were over there in the park. That it would be better if I forgot all about you. If it would make me happy.
Now, hush, darling. That doesn't matter now.
I kept thinking about it, and somehow I know what Mr. Valentine said about Father is true. Oh, Mother.
Mother. It's been a whole year since you called me that.
Judge Blanchard, I don't know what came over Penny, but certainly we can't forgive this woman's scandalous behavior.
Don't you dare talk about my mother that way.
Penny, what are you saying?
Couldn't we go home now? Together, Mommy?
Judge?
I think you can decide the way your heart's telling you to, Judge Blanchard. And if we can have a few minutes alone, I think we'll even be able to satisfy the law. Yes, Judge Blanchard. Leonard hired Dan Edwards to have Barbara conveniently drugged that night.
But what would be Leonard Ebersole's reason for doing anything like that?
Well, the old girl was prepared to leave her entire fortune to Penny if she could get her legal custody. Leonard wanted to be in the position to administer the estate. After all, Penny doesn't come of age for 9 years.
But what about this check to Dan Edwards? You said it was signed by Mrs. Ebersole.
Some fancy blackmail, Judge. When Edwards was through with Leonard, he started on his mother.
The Ebersoles. It's hard to believe.
George, how did you suspect Leonard?
Edwards never graduated from Denfield with Jerry. In the college yearbook, it was Ebersole and then Eggleston. No Edwards.
Then who could have told Edwards about that little escapade Jerry had in his senior year? The one with the chapel bell.
Well, that was all hushed up, Brooksy. The mother never knew about it. It had to be Leonard.
Pretty good work, Valentine. You know, when I was district attorney, I would have had a job for you.
Oh, well, thanks.
George may be able to return the compliment and have a job for you someday soon, Judge. I hope.
Beg your pardon?
Huh?
Oh, of course, we could go to a church.
Oh. Oh, no. I'll be more than glad to say the all-important words, Miss Brooks.
Oh, wait a minute. Now who's getting framed? Come on, Brooksy.
I'd be willing to bet there's not one car owner in 1,000 who could lubricate his car thoroughly. For there are more than 20 vital wear points on the average car, and if most of us tried to find them, it'd be pure guesswork. Even the expert lube men at independent Chevron gas stations and standard stations don't rely on experience alone when they grease your car. Instead, they follow a precise lubrication chart recommended by the manufacturer of your car. And they use RPM greases and oils, each one tailor-made to protect those key wear points. Tailor-made, too, to smooth out shocks and give you easier riding. So for low-cost maintenance and better riding, get a lube job with RPM oils and greases every 1,000 miles at a standard station or an independent Chevron gas station where they say and mean, we'll take better care of your car. Next week, when you tune our way for another adventure of George Valentine, you'll hear...
George, the door isn't locked.
Yeah, wait a minute, Angel. Put the light on.
George!
Well, they couldn't have done a better job in this room if they'd used a bulldozer.
Mr. Karofsky! Mr. Karofsky!
Hey, don't be naive, Brooksy. They didn't make rubble out of this place just for exercise. Yeah, they gave Karofsky this little party and took the guest of honor away with them.
George! Oh, come here, look.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Blood. They couldn't wait, could they?
Oh, but he's such a little man.
We're up against a racket that thrives on little people, Brooksy. And we're going to keep at it until we find out what it is.
Tonight's adventure of George Valentine has been brought to you by Standard of California on behalf of independent Chevron gas stations and standard stations throughout the West. Let George Do It stars Robert Bailey as George with Frances Robinson as Claire. Tonight's story was written by David Victor and Herbert Little, Jr. and directed by Don Clark. Also heard in the cast were Virginia Gregg as Barbara, Dawn Bender as Penny, Noreen Gamil as Mrs. Ebersole, Stan Waxman as Leonard, Jay Novello as Edwards, and Herb Butterfield as Judge Blanchard. The music is composed and conducted by Eddie Dunstetter. Your announcer, John Heaston. Listen again next week, same time, same station, to Let George Do It. This is the Mutual Don Lee Broadcasting System.
Now, Mr. Keene, tracer of lost persons in The Case of Murder at a Mile a Minute.
Presenting Mr. Keene, Tracer of Lost Persons, a new weekly feature on NBC's All-Star Festival of Mystery, Comedy, Music, and Drama. Brought to you by Dentyne, the gum with breathtaking flavor, and Beeman's Pepsin, the gum that's great to chew and good for your digestion, too. By Chesterfield, sound off for Chesterfield. Get something new, something no other cigarette has. Chesterfield mildness, plus no unpleasant aftertaste. And by Anacin, for fast relief from pain of headache, neuritis, and neuralgia. Now here's something of interest to you.
For breathless moments, for your breathless moments.
Chew Dentyne, the gum with breathtaking flavor.
Dentyne tastes so good.
Dentyne freshens your breath.
Dentyne helps keep your teeth sparkling, clean, and white.
Dentyne, the gum with breathtaking flavor.
Before you go out, and always after eating, drinking, smoking, refresh your breath with Dentyne. You'll love Dentyne chewing gum, for Dentyne has a wonderful, tingling, nippy flavor that lingers on and on. It's delicious. And remember, Dentyne helps keep your teeth white, too. Keep Dentyne handy. You'll enjoy refreshing your breath when you chew Dentyne. So, for breathless moments, for your breathless moments,
Chew Dentyne, the gum with breathtaking flavor.
Now, Mr. Keene, Tracer of Lost Persons, one of the most famous characters of American fiction, in one of radio's most thrilling dramas. Tonight, the famous old investigator's case is entitled The Case of Murder at a Mile a Minute. Our scene opens in a city park, bright in the early December sunshine. A new convertible motor car with its top down is cruising along the driveway, and in it are two occupants. One is the driver, a handsome man in his early 40s. The other is an attractive young girl. As they converse quietly, however, they are unaware of the frightful danger which is just about to overtake them.
The park is beautiful today, isn't it, Ted?
Yes, very lovely, Eleanor.
Oh, I'm so glad you asked me to go driving with you. It's good to get away from routine for a while.
Eleanor, my dear,
Yes?
there's something I want to discuss with you, something that's troubling me a great deal.
I noticed how preoccupied you were, but I didn't want to say anything until you mentioned it first.
That's just like you, Eleanor. I think you understand me better than anyone else in the world.
Ted, what is it? Why are you worried?
It's about... Wait till I pull over a little and let that motorcycle pass. He's coming up behind us.
Certainly is noisy.
He's got his cutout open and he must be doing 60.
Ted, he's coming too close.
Well, I've given him enough room to...
Ted, look out. Look out! Oh, for a moment I thought you'd hit that tree.
Eleanor, I've been...
Ted, there's blood on your coat.
Eleanor...
Ted, you've been shot. He died in my arms a moment later, Mr. Keene, before he had a chance to utter another word.
And he'd been shot, Eleanor?
Yes, as the man on that motorcycle passed us. He fired a bullet into his heart. I saw the man raise his arm, but I was so frightened about the car going out of control. I looked away at that instant.
Saints preserve us. But that's the nerviest murder I ever heard of. Shooting a man in broad daylight, Mr. Keene. And from a motorcycle.
My partner, Mike Clancy, is right, Eleanor. Tell me, weren't there any witnesses? Didn't anyone get a good look at the killer?
No, Mr. Keene. There were people in the park, but they didn't know that there was anything wrong until the car stopped and I screamed.
The motorcyclist left his cutout open for just that reason, to drown out the sound of the shot. And if Mr. Masters hadn't stopped his car with his last ounce of strength, you might have been killed yourself.
Oh, he thought of me. even in the last moment of his life, Mr. Keene. That was just like Ted. Mr. Keene, this case has baffled the police, but I won't rest until it's solved. Ted meant a great deal to me. Perhaps not in the way most people thought, but in other ways.
How do you mean, Eleanor? Not in the way most people thought.
Well, lately the newspaper society columnists have been linking our names, hinting about an early marriage.
Was that true?
Oh, Ted never proposed to me, Mr. Keene, but I have a feeling that he might have been in love with me. He was older than I. He was 44, and I'm 25. But he was the dearest friend I had.
Mike Clancy and I are going to do everything in our power to find that killer. I promise you that, Eleanor.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Keene. I had faith that you'd help me, the way you've helped so many others.
Tell me, Eleanor, didn't you get a glimpse of the killer's face?
Not really. I think he was wearing some kind of a mask.
A mask? Some of those motorcycle riders look almost masked, Mike, with the helmets and scarves they wear. At any rate, the killer got away without a single witness to identify him. And when we start a case like this with no suspects at all...
Mr. Keene, there may be one suspect.
Who, Eleanor?
Well, perhaps I shouldn't say this. I may be doing Glenn a horrible injustice. But after that scene he made with Ted at the nightclub...
Tell me about it in detail, Eleanor. I must have all the facts.
It happened about 2 weeks ago, Mr. Keene. It was Ted's birthday, and we were celebrating at a nightclub in town. Babette was with us, too.
Babette?
Yes, Ted's daughter. He'd been married before, you see. His wife died years ago and left him with a daughter.
How old is Babette Masters?
20, Mr. Keene, and very pretty. It was always odd to think that she could have been a chum of mine, someone near my own age, and yet I was going out with her father, but we got along very nicely.
And who is this man Glenn you mentioned?
Glenn Larkin. He's very hot-tempered. He asked me to marry him once, but I refused. I wasn't in love with him.
I see.
But the more I saw of Ted Masters, the more angry Glenn became. He took to phoning me and even following me around. On the night of the quarrel, he'd evidently followed Ted and Babette and me to the nightclub. He took a table right behind us and started drinking too much. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Teddy. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, you two are wonderful. This is just about the happiest birthday I ever had. Hey, would anyone like to dance with a birthday boy?
You go ahead, Eleanor, and dance with Dad.
No, Babette, I've been monopolizing Ted long enough. This is your dance.
No, I insist.
Doesn't anyone want to dance with me?
All right, Dad. I'll see that you're not a wallflower.
Yes, Babette, you go ahead and dance with your father. I'll give Eleanor a whirl.
Glenn.
Having fun, Eleanor?
Glenn, you've been drinking too much.
Sure, why not?
This is Mr. Masters, Glenn. Ted, Mr. Larkin, an old friend.
A very old friend, Masters.
How do you do?
Old enough to give her some advice, too.
Oh, Glenn, please.
I've got no respect for a girl who runs after an older guy just because he's rich.
Glenn,
Eleanor, let me handle this, please.
Yes, you handle it, Masters.
I've heard about you, Larkin, and what a nuisance you've been making of yourself with Eleanor.
Have you?
If you don't stay away from Eleanor, I'll have to drum a few manners into your head.
Want to have it out right now, Masters?
Glenn, if you don't leave this table, I'll never speak to you again as long as I live.
All right, I'll go. But you haven't seen the last of me, Masters, and don't forget it.
Dad, don't follow him. Leave him alone.
I intend to, Babette, for the time being.
Oh, he spoiled the party. Ted, I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault, my dear. Babette, get your things. You too, Eleanor. I think it's time we all went home.
I didn't see Glenn Larkin again, Mr. Keene. He stopped annoying me and didn't phone anymore.
And you think he may have had something to do with Ted Masters' death?
As angry as he was, I'd still never believe it. If it wasn't for one thing.
What's that, Eleanor?
Glenn owns a motorcycle.
Have you told this to the police?
No, Mr. Keene. I didn't want to get him in trouble unless I was sure.
Where does this young man, Glenn Larkin, live, Eleanor?
I'll give you his address.
Mike, take the address down and pick him up.
Okay, boss.
Bring him over to the Masters' home. I want to go there first and speak to Ted Masters' daughter, Babette. Now, will you come along with me, Eleanor?
Oh, yes, of course, Mr. Keene.
What'll I do if this Larkin fella balks about coming over with me, Mr. Keene?
Merely give him his choice, Mike. He can do as we ask, or we can turn him over to the police on suspicion of murder.
Babette, this is Mr. Keene.
Mr. Keene? The famous investigator?
Babette, I am very sorry to learn what has happened.
Mr. Keene has consented to investigate your father's murder.
The most brutal thing I ever heard of, Mr. Keene. I loved my father very much. I don't know how I can live without him.
Now, Babette. Try not to break down again.
Mr. Keene, this is my father's brother, my Uncle Harry.
How do you do, Mr. Masters?
How do you do, Mr. Keene? We're all pretty much in a daze right now, sir.
I understand.
I've spent all my time here at the house with Babette since Ted was killed. I'm a bachelor, Mr. Keene, but I think of Babette as being my own daughter now. If she wants me to, I'll come and live with her. Try to take her father's place.
Right now, Uncle Harry, I don't know what I want. I only know. Excuse me, please.
Oh, Babette, wait. I'll go up with you.
I'll answer that, Mr. Keene. Yes?
Is Mr. Keene here?
Oh, that's my partner, Mike Clancy, Mr. Masters.
Oh, please come in. Is this young man also associated with you, Mr. Keene?
No, this is Glenn Larkin, I take it, a friend of Eleanor's.
Just what do you want with me, Mr. Keene? What's the idea of sending this big drunk?
Easy now, me bucko. Watch your manners.
Glenn, perhaps you don't realize it, but you're in serious trouble.
Why? Because of Ted Masters' murder?
Yes.
All right, so I had an argument with him. That doesn't mean I killed him.
What about your motorcycle?
Oh, I'm not the only one who owns a motorcycle.
Glenn.
Eleanor, was it you who gave Mr. Keene the idea to pick me up?
Glenn,
That was very clever of you. Well, I can also make an accusation.
Just what do you mean by that, Glenn?
Mr. Keene, the gun the murderer used was found in the road.
Well?
It's true, a motorcycle passed by Ted's car when he was shot, but that doesn't mean the rider actually fired the shot.
Glenn, what are you saying?
No fingerprints were found on the gun, Mr. Keene. Just figure it out for yourself.
I think I know what you're driving at, Glenn. But I'd prefer you to come right out with it.
For all you know, someone sitting right inside that car with Ted Masters fired that shot. Then threw the gun out into the road. I'm saying that Eleanor herself may have killed Ted Masters.
Mr. Keene will return in just a moment in the case of murder at a mile a minute. But first, here comes Bing Crosby and Bob Hope with a good angle on Christmas shopping.
At Christmas time and all the year, it's Chesterfield that brings good cheer with mildness and a better taste, and no unpleasant aftertaste. Sound of Chesterfield. Sound of Chesterfield. A Christmas card, cotton of milder Chesterfield. That's right.
That was the Bing Crosby Quartet you just heard, folks. Dancer, Prancer, Blitzen, and Crosby. And this is Bob Chesterfield Hope reminding you that Christmas is just around the corner, and so is your friendly Chesterfield dealer with a complete line of Christmas gifts, including bright Chesterfield Christmas card cartons. Now, that's the perfect gift for any smoker, isn't it? A carton or two of Chesterfields with that Chesterfield mildness, plus no unpleasant aftertaste. So for your friends this Christmas, for your own smoking pleasure all year round, take a tip from Bing and me and...
Sound of Chesterfield. Sound of Chesterfield. A Christmas card, cotton of milder Chesterfield. That's right.
Now back to Mr. Keene and the case of murder at a mile a minute. Young Glenn Larkin, under suspicion of killing wealthy Ted Masters, has pointed an accusing finger at the girl Eleanor, who had refused to marry Glenn. Mr. Keene, the great investigator, and his partner Mike Clancy, together with Harry Masters, the victim's brother, stare at the young man in amazement. But then Mr. Keene points to an obvious fact.
Glenn, what you just said about Eleanor being the killer of Ted Masters is highly improbable.
Is it, Mr. Keene?
There would have been powder burns on his clothing if he'd been shot at close range. Besides, what motive did Eleanor have?
You're just trying to protect her and get me deeper into this thing.
I'm trying to solve this murder case, Glenn. And right now, you're the one I'm most interested in.
You'd be better off if you'd confess, young man.
It's all right, Mr. Masters. I have a feeling Glenn Larkin will cooperate. Unless he wants to take a chance on being indicted for murder.
All right, Mr. Keene. I won't make any trouble.
The fact that the gun was found without fingerprints means nothing. The motorcyclist was undoubtedly wearing gloves, and there's no getting away from the fact that the motorcyclist murdered Ted Masters. It only remains to find out now who that person was.
It wasn't me, Mr. Keene. I swear to it.
What were you doing on the day Ted Masters was killed, Glenn?
I was at work. I'm an assistant manager in a sporting goods store.
At what time did the murder occur, Eleanor?
It was exactly 3 in the afternoon, Mr. Keene.
Glenn, can you prove you were in the store at 3 o'clock? Well, can you?
No, he can't prove it, Mr. Keene.
Babette, are you feeling better?
Yes, Uncle Harry.
Babette, how do you know Glenn Larkin wasn't at the store when your father was killed?
Because he was outside this house at 2:30, Mr. Keene, and he left soon after.
How do you know?
I saw you, Mr. Larkin. You were standing outside.
Is that true, Glenn?
Yes, Mr. Keene. I was here.
And when did you return to your work at the store?
At 3:30.
Oh, then, Mr. Keene, he could have caught up with Ted and Eleanor when they left here in Ted's car.
I didn't, I tell you. I didn't even have my motorcycle with me. It was parked in a vacant lot behind the store, where it always is.
Babette, when you saw Glenn outside the house, did you also see a motorcycle?
No. No, I don't think so, Mr. Keene.
But, Mr. Keene, what could have prevented him from returning to the store, getting the motorcycle, and catching up with my brother Ted? Ted drove to the park often. Maybe this young man knew that.
You're all trying to use me as a scapegoat. I had nothing to do with the murder, I tell you.
Glenn, why did you come here to Ted Masters' house that afternoon?
I received a letter from Masters, Mr. Keene. I had quarreled with him about Eleanor, and he challenged me to meet him at his home and have it out. He told me to be here at 3. I came early and waited, then rang the bell. No one answered, so I left.
Did you hear him ring the bell, Babette?
Yes, Mr. Keene. I didn't answer because he looked ugly. I was afraid of him.
Glenn, do you have that message Ted Masters sent you?
No, Mr. Keene. It got me so mad I tore it to pieces.
Seems to me this young fella's in the mighty tough spot, boss.
Mike Clancy is right, Glenn. You are.
Well, I'm not afraid. I'll go to the police and tell them everything I know. I'm innocent and I can prove it.
Perhaps you'd better do that now, Glenn.
I will.
And Mike will go along with you.
Sure, boss.
Come back here after you're through, Mike.
Yes, I will, Mr. Keene. Let's get started, young fella.
Glenn,
What is it, Eleanor?
I'm sorry. I'm honestly sorry.
Goodbye.
Mr. Keene, I think I'd better leave myself. I'll call you, Babette, very soon.
All right, Eleanor.
Goodbye, Mr. Keene, and thanks for everything. I'm only sorry it had to be Glenn.
Oh, this case isn't closed, Eleanor. Glenn hasn't been convicted.
I'll keep in touch with you.
Please do.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Eleanor.
Good night. Babette, I'm going down to the lawyer's office in the morning to see about your father's will.
All right, Uncle Harry.
Did you handle your brother's business affairs, Mr. Masters?
Well, not exactly, Mr. Keene. Ted was a much cleverer businessman than I was. That's why he was so successful while I...
What were you going to say, Mr. Masters?
Nothing.
I'm going to bed, Mr. Keene. I'm too exhausted to stay up any longer.
Do you want me to stay here overnight, Babette?
If you'd like to stay, please do, Uncle Harry. Good night.
Good night.
Well, I've got a club meeting tonight, Mr. Keene. I think I'll run down for a couple of hours. Can I drop you off anywhere?
I want to wait here for my partner to return, Mr. Masters.
You've done a great job on this case. In my opinion, that young man, Glenn Larkin, is guilty.
I prefer to wait until I have further proof. However, no matter who the murderer is, I intend to put my hands on him tonight.
You mean, even if we've made a mistake about young Larkin?
Yes.
Have you any ideas?
One or two.
On second thought, Mr. Keene, I think I'll skip the club tonight. I'll go inside into the library and read for a bit. Shall we say good night now?
I believe we'll see each other once more, Mr. Masters, before I go.
Mr. Keene, are you still here?
Yes, Babette. I've been waiting for my partner, Mike Clancy, to return.
But it's midnight.
Something's evidently detained him.
Mr. Keene, have you been going through that desk?
I took the liberty of doing so, yes. Inasmuch as I'm investigating your father's murder, the desk belonged to your father, didn't it, Babette?
Yes.
I found this checkbook. Your uncle, Harry Masters, seems to have received a great deal of money from your father.
Father lent him money, yes.
The last check stub is dated several months ago. Your father doesn't seem to have made out another check to his brother since then.
They weren't on good terms, Mr. Keene.
No?
They'd quarreled bitterly a short time ago. I didn't mention it out of loyalty to my uncle.
What did they quarrel about?
Uncle Harry made an investment and lost almost all his money. Father had warned him not to, but he insisted. After he lost the money, he blamed it on Father.
Even though your father had warned him not to make the investment?
He twisted Father's words around. Anyway, Mr. Keene, Father felt sorry for him, and he helped him out for a while. And then when Uncle Harry demanded too much, Father became annoyed and stopped supporting him.
That's a lie. No one has ever supported me.
Uncle Harry!
You're both trying to get me into trouble, but I won't stand for it.
There's no need to get excited, Mr. Masters.
Well, it's true, Mr. Keene. I borrowed money from Ted, and I quarreled with him. But do you think I'd kill my own brother?
It's happened before.
Babette knows how fond I was of Ted. Don't you, Babette?
All I know is that you've tried to interfere with Father's life and mine for years, Uncle Harry.
Oh, don't say that, Babette. Mr. Keene might think that... Well, she's peeved with me, that's all, Mr. Keene. Ever since I told her that you'd changed in many ways, well, she's been angry.
Changed? How, Mr. Masters?
Oh, I don't know. Young women are so peculiar these days. They change their appearance so fast, you hardly recognize them. Hair cut short.
That's enough, Uncle Harry.
Babette, this photograph of you and your father here on the piano, how long ago was it taken?
We took that on his birthday. A couple of weeks ago, Mr. Keene.
I noticed it in particular because I happen to agree with your uncle here. You have changed.
What do you mean?
In this picture, your hair is long, almost down to your shoulders. But since then, you've given yourself a very short bob, like a boy.
What's that got to do with anything?
May I look inside your room, Babette?
My room?
It's right here, isn't it?
Wait, don't go in there. Mr. Keene, I refuse to have you search my room.
Would you mind stepping aside, Babette, just for a moment?
Where are you going?
I merely want to check this closet.
There's nothing in there, I tell you, nothing.
No? Do you mind if I look inside this suitcase?
Mr. Keene, Babette's just taken a gun out of that drawer.
Keep away from that suitcase, Mr. Keene.
I've already found what I was looking for, Babette. A pair of men's breeches, a motorcycle helmet, and a heavy scarf, which you undoubtedly wound around your face to form a mask.
Mr. Keene, you mean Babette killed her own father?
I didn't mean to. I loved him. He was my life. It was that woman I wanted to kill, Eleanor. She was taking him away from me.
So that was it. When you fired the gun, you missed Eleanor, your intended victim, and killed your father.
Why don't you leave me alone? Who asked you to come here? I'll kill you, too.
Drop the gun, young lady.
Good work, Mike. How long have you been inside the house?
I got your phone message at police headquarters and came over here like you said, Mr. Keene. I came in through the cellar and kept under cover.
All right, you have me now. I don't care what happens to me anyway.
You certainly went about this crime in a very clever way, Babette. When you witnessed the quarrel between your father and Glenn Larkin, you realized that Glenn might easily be blamed if you murdered Eleanor. You sent Glenn that note, didn't you? Asking him to come here, and knowing that perhaps he'd leave his motorcycle where he always parked it.
She sure had young Larkin pinned against the wall, Mr. Keene.
And the first thing that made me suspicious of her, Mike, was the way she came out with her facts. So clearly and calmly, in spite of her unhappiness over her father. But it was her hair that gave me the strongest clue. You cut it short, Babette, so you'd appear more like a man when you rode that motorcycle. A young woman with your natural beauty doesn't deliberately spoil her appearance without a reason.
Mr. Keene, I still can't believe that Babette...
I'm afraid you don't know how clever your niece can be, Mr. Masters. She already had one scapegoat in Glenn Larkin, but she was going to add another one by involving you. She only had to take one chance, and it worked out in her favor.
One chance?
The afternoon of the murder, she didn't see Glenn Larkin waiting outside the house. When he arrived, she was already on her way to the place where he worked to steal his motorcycle. She just took a chance that her note would make him angry enough to come here. And she was right.
Why don't you stop torturing me and take me away?
I'm not torturing you, Babette. You tortured yourself. In your insane jealousy of your father's friend Eleanor, you murdered him when you meant to murder her. I'm afraid you're going to pay for your horrible crime, Babette, in full. A terrible thing. A terrible thing.
So Mr. Keene finds the solution to the case of murder at a mile a minute. If you suffer from pains of headaches, neuritis, or neuralgia, you should discover what many thousands have known for years, that Anacin brings incredibly fast, effective relief. Anacin is like a doctor's prescription. That is, Anacin contains not just one, but a combination of medically proven active ingredients in easy-to-take tablet form. Probably at some time you've received an envelope containing Anacin tablets from your physician or dentist. Thousands of people have been introduced to Anacin this way. Try Anacin yourself the next time you suffer from the pains of a headache, neuritis, or neuralgia. You'll be delighted at how quickly relief can come. Anacin is spelled A-N-A-C-I-N. Your druggist has Anacin in handy boxes of 12 and 30 tablets and economical family-sized bottles of 50 and 100 for your medicine cabinet. Ask for Anacin today. Listen again next week to Mr. Keene, Tracer of Lost Persons, a new weekly feature on NBC's All-Star Festival of Mystery, Comedy, Music, and Drama. Brought to you by Dentine, the gum with breathtaking flavor, and Beeman's Pepsin, the gum that's great to chew and good for your digestion, too. By Chesterfield, sound off for Chesterfield. Get something new, something no other cigarette has. Chesterfield mildness, plus no unpleasant aftertaste. And by Anacin, for fast relief from pain of headache, neuritis, and neuralgia. Mr. Keene, Tracer of Lost Persons, is based on the novel Mr. Keene. The radio sequel is originated and produced by Frank and Ann Hummer. Richard Leonard is the director. Philip Clark plays Mr. Keene. Your announcer, Jack Costello. We thank Ed Latimer, who played the role of Mike Clancy, for James Kelly, who was unable to appear. Remember, Mr. Keene is on the air at this same time every Thursday at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Don't miss Mr. Keene next Thursday when the kindly old tracer turns to the famous actress murder case.
Dragnet, the story of your police force, is next on NBC.
This RadioVault.com program is a copyrighted presentation. All rights reserved.
What is it?
It's another case for Nick Carter, Master Detective. Yes, it's another case for that most famous of all manhunters, the detective whose ability at solving crime is unequaled in the history of detective fiction. Nick Carter, Master Detective, presented by the three great home brighteners, Linex Clear Gloss, Linex Cream Polish, and Linex Self-Polishing Wax. created by Acme, America's great producer of Acme quality paints. Today's curious adventure,
Murder on Mad Mountain, or Nick Carter and the mystery of the opera singer's dog.
In just a moment, we'll hear how Nick Carter solved the mystery of the murder on Mad Mountain by the aid of a dog lost in the snow. But first, let me tell you something. You and your family take pride in your home, of course. That's why you keep it bright and sparkling with Chemtone, the miracle wall finish that brings new beauty to your walls. With Linex Clear Gloss, the transparent finish that gives lustrous, durable protection to every wood and linoleum surface in your home. Linex Clear Gloss, a favorite in thousands of American homes, flows on easily without brush marks, drying to an attractive gloss that wears and wears, and looks beautiful for a long, long time. What's more, it resists damage by hot grease, boiling water, fruit acids, perfume, even alcohol. And Linex Clear Gloss keeps dirt on the surface so that it's easily wiped away. Keep your home looking lovely with Linex Clear Gloss. Available at your paint, hardware, or department store. Headquarters for all three great Linex home brighteners and Chemtone, the miracle wall finish that dries in 1 hour. And now for today's mysterious adventure with Nick Carter. As we open our story today, we find Nick and Patsy in a train which is crossing the hump of Mad Mountain in a raging blizzard.
This is a pretty thrilling experience, Nick, riding over the mountain in a blizzard like this. We're just as snug and cozy inside the train here as if we were in our own homes.
It may be thrilling, Patsy, but it's pretty dangerous, too.
Dangerous? What's dangerous about it?
Well, up here on Mad Mountain, there's always the danger of a snowslide sweeping down on us and pushing the whole train down into the canyon. Or we could run into extra heavy drifts and get stalled. In fact, that's where Mad Mountain got its name, from the trouble it's always caused the railroad.
Well, I don't care. I'm enjoying it just the same.
Wonder how much behind schedule we are.
Here comes the conductor. I'll ask him. Oh, conductor? How late are we going to be?
Well, I can't tell you, miss. Depends on how long this storm keeps up.
Say, conductor, didn't you used to be on the New York to Miami run in the Pennsy about 10 years ago?
Why, yes, I did. Left there 11 years ago next March.
I thought so. I used to ride with you often in those days. Is your name Bonner? Robert Bonner?
Gosh, what a memory. Sure, I'm Robert Bonner, but I don't remember you.
Takes a detective's trained mind to remember names and faces, Mr. Bonner. Nick's a great one for that.
Nick? You don't mean you're Nick Carter?
Guilty in the first degree.
Well, don't that beat all? After 11 years. I would say, Mr. Carter, I'm sort of glad you're riding with us this trip.
You want me to help you find the tracks again if the train runs off them?
It ain't the blizzard I was thinking of, bad as it is. That opera star we got hitched on the rear of the train.
You mean that private car we saw at the terminal belongs to a real opera star? Who is she?
Her name's Pauline Hall, and she's a stuck-up, highfalutin queen of them all.
Well, why are you worried about her?
Well, after we hitched her car on, I went back to see if everything was okay. Orders, you know.
Sure, I know.
Well, out she comes, wearing more jewels than the Russian royal family. She waves her hand at me and she says, "Conductor, please see that no one is permitted to enter my car at all. I'm not to be disturbed before we get to Sacramento in the morning." That fuzzy little chow dog of hers stands there blinking at me. Collar around his neck, studded with diamonds.
Well, a chow is a high-class dog, Mr. Bonner.
And then, as if there ain't enough trouble for me trying to keep everything straight around here with a blizzard blowing down my neck, I get this telegram from the chief. Says I gotta take care of the dame and her sparklers as if they were my own. Says the stuff she's carrying is worth about 100,000 cash.
That's a lot of jewels to be lying around loose.
Yeah, maybe she won't be disturbed in Sacramento in the morning either if that dumb engineer of ours don't use more sand. We was an hour behind crawling up the other side. Now we ain't even crawling.
Why, Nick, we stopped. We aren't moving at all now.
Sounds as if we're in trouble.
Yes, sir. We are in trouble. Engineer's whistling for a flagman. Got to get him out fast. Won't he like that on a night like this?
What do you need a flagman for up here in the mountains?
Well, the second section of this train's right behind us. In this snow, she could plow right into us before she knew we were here. Hey, Carney, wake up, you.
What's the matter now, Bob?
Get your flag and get going. We're stuck.
Oh, look, on a night like this...
There's no time to argue, Carney. Now, you get ready and start on your way back. And you'll be sure to get back a full half mile, too, before you set up your flares. Be watching, so shake it up.
I suppose I gotta climb out and wait around that Opera Star's car. She won't let me go through.
You bet she won't. When you go by her car, don't cuss so loud you wake her up either. I don't want to be hauled on the carpet for disturbing her nibs.
Snow must be up to my waist by this time.
Yes, and watch out you don't fall over into the canyon. There ain't much room to spare between the track and the edge of that cliff, you know.
Of all the doggone dirty jobs on a railroad, this being a flagman.
He doesn't look very happy.
No, and I ain't very happy either. That doddering old throttle pusher up there in the cab was a real he-man. We wouldn't be stopping for a little snow. Well, ain't nothing to do now but wait. Hope the second section don't jam into us.
What's the engineer trying to do now, Bob?
Well, sounds like he's signaling to the other section. That dumb flagman of mine set the flares going like I told him to. They ought to stop the rest of this drag. Then there wouldn't be no need for all that tooting and whistling.
Well, why don't you look and see if you can see the flares, Mr. Bonner? They'd certainly show up across the snow, now that it stopped snowing.
Well, that's just what I'm going to do. You want to come, Mr. Carter?
Wait till I get my coat on and I'll be right with you.
You ready, Mr. Carter? Here, take a look out the platform. They have the car here. Now watch out. We'll open up here. There we are.
Hey, it's mighty cold out here. Must be near zero.
Yeah, very near. Hey, that's the other section, Mr. Carter. They got the signal.
Well, that takes care of that. Hey, wait a minute. What's that?
Good gosh, it sounds like... It is. That's an avalanche.
Look out. Sounds like a big slide.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that was awful close. Too close for comfort.
Yes, sir, indeed. Missed us, though. Went right by us.
And what about the flagman? You suppose that he might have been...
Carney. He must have been right in the path. I better see if he's...
I'll go with you. Come on.
Now, once you step along this edge of the canyon, Mr. Carter, 1,000 feet drop to the state highway at the bottom.
Don't worry. I'm watching.
And look at the Queen's car here. Not a light in it. Not a peep out of the old girl. I'd have thought the noise of that slide would have woken the dead.
Didn't you say she had a maid and a porter with her, too? Funny they're not awake.
Yeah. Probably she's got them both so scared. Don't dare make a sound while she's asleep. The dog, too. Didn't hear a peep out of him either.
Hey, Bob, look ahead there.
Yeah?
That slide cleared off a place about a quarter-mile wide.
Yes, sir. Only missed us by about 100 yards.
Wait a minute. I've got my flashlight here. Let me see if we can see anything of Carney anywhere.
Thanks, Mr. Carter. There ain't no use looking for him. Not after that.
Here, listen.
I don't hear nothing.
There it is again. And it's down there over the edge of the canyon.
Here, flash your light down there. See if it...
I can't see a thing. Must have... Hey, Bob, look there. The flagman.
Carney.
Yes. Caught on that little tree down there. Must be 50 feet down the side of the slope.
What's he doing down there?
He must have slipped and fallen over the edge on his way back.
Yeah, but that's not Carney making that noise.
No, it isn't, but I can't see anything else down there that's making it.
No wonder they named this Mad Mountain.
Well, go get a couple of porters and some rope.
All right.
We'll have to get Carney out of there quick if he's still alive.
Just a little more now, boy. Take it easy.
Oh, pull, can't you? Pull. Here, let me help you. Now, all together.
Yeah.
Right.
No more.
There. That's it.
Now, give me a hand with the body.
Mr. Carter, is he dead?
Yes, he broke his neck when he fell.
Ah, poor Carney. Many's a long ride we've had together.
You two porters stay here with the body for a bit.
Yes.
Bob, you and I have a job to do. Come on, quick.
A job? What do you mean? Say, where you going?
If it's what I think it is, we got a real job on our hands. You got a key to the Queen's private car?
The Queen's? Well, no. What do you want that for?
You know what I found down there when I was getting Carney's body?
No, I ain't got any idea.
Well, that chow dog of hers is caught in a clump of bushes just below where Carney was.
Yeah?
The dog was doing that crying we heard before. He stopped now.
Yeah, I'll bet that darn dog got out of the car and chased Carney, and Carney fell over the edge trying to get away from him.
Certainly hope you're right, Bob, but I don't think so.
Well, what do you think did happen then?
I'll tell you in a minute. Here's the end of the Queen's car.
Yeah.
Maybe I've got a key that'll fit this door. Now, they have a special lock on it. I can't wait to take it now. Watch out.
Hey, we can't go busting into private cars like that.
We can this time. Now I can unlock it from the inside.
Well, what do you think you're going to find in here?
Come on in. Shut the door.
All right. I don't see.
Look here, Bob. Look.
Hey, what are those stains on the rug there? That ain't. Hey, what's that?
I came from in here.
Oh, that's her porter all tied up.
Yes. And he's been drugged, too.
What? I don't understand.
I thought so. See there?
Oh, look at all that blood.
Yes. And the Queen put up quite a struggle for her life, but she lost.
Oh, I'll say there was a fight here. Look at this room, everything upside down.
Yes. And everything valuable gone. Nothing left but some toilet articles. Where's the maid's compartment?
It's over here. Oh, gosh almighty. She's dead, too. Strangled to death, looks like.
Those purple marks around her neck couldn't mean anything else. Oh, what a smell.
What is it, Mr. Carter? It smells like perfume.
Yeah, see there? Broken perfume bottle. Got smashed in the struggle. Whew. The smell is so strong, it's sickening.
Oh, I'm going to catch it for this.
What's in the other compartment?
I wouldn't know. I just hope it ain't more bodies.
Well, we'll see. Aha, just as I suspected. See those cigarette burns on the dresser and the empty bottles? 2 men hid in here, waited until the time was right, then killed the Queen and her maid and stole the jewels.
How do you know there was 2 men?
2 different brands of cigarettes here.
Oh, yeah. Hey, where do you suppose they got aboard?
Probably hid in here before the car left the junction.
Well, do you suppose they're still on the train?
See if the front door of the car is unlocked.
Oh, sure. Yes, Mr. Carter, it's not locked.
They probably went out that way and are somewhere on the train now. Bob, they must have figured that nobody would enter this car before it reached Sacramento.
Uh-huh.
They were all set to drop off at one of the way stations before that. But undoubtedly, the snowslide interfered with their plans. And in this deep snow, there's no place they could go without being in danger of their lives.
Oh.
Yes, I feel sure they're still on the train.
Well, can you find any clues to tell us who they are?
Well, I hope so.
Well, could you take some fingerprints, maybe?
It would take too long to fingerprint everybody in the train. No, we've got to find some other way to do it.
Yes, but how?
I don't know yet.
Oh.
But I think I have an idea.
Well, what do we do now?
Bring Carney's body in here. Let the passengers think he was killed in the slide, but don't let them know he was murdered.
Murdered? You say Carney was murdered, too? I thought you said his neck was broken.
It was. But the back of his head was crushed in, too. And that was no accident.
Oh, poor
That's
Carney.
what led me to believe that there might have been trouble here in the Queen's car. Bob, as I see it, the Chow made trouble for the killers when they started their work. So they took it outside to get rid of it, but they ran into Carney.
Uh-huh.
They killed him and threw him and the dog into the canyon. And so long as the killers think that Carney and the dog are both dead, we'll let them keep on thinking so. At least until I can rescue that Chow.
Are you crazy, Mr. Carter? That mud ain't worth risking your neck for.
No. I have an idea. Maybe he can tell us who the killers are.
Oh, what the heck? Chows can't talk.
I have an idea. Maybe this one can't. At least I'm going to find out anyway.
So Nick thinks he can make the Chow talk. At least enough to tell him who killed the opera singer and stole her jewels. Will the dog still be alive by the time he can get down to rescue it? And will it tell him what he wants to know? We'll see in just a moment. There is no more attractive background for your furniture than lustrous, well-kept floors. And Linex self-polishing wax keeps all your floors looking their best, whether they're wood, tile, or linoleum. Yet it takes only a jiffy to apply and dries without rubbing to an elastic, satiny finish that wears amazingly. Because Linex self-polishing wax contains the highest possible content of genuine carnauba wax, with no gum, shellac, or resin in it to chip or crumble. When the most used parts of your floor show wear, you needn't re-wax the whole floor either. And Linex self-polishing wax is so resistant to dirt and water that it keeps the soil on the surface, where it's easily wiped away with a damp cloth or mild suds. In addition, Linex self-polishing wax is the non-skid floor finish, resisting slip even when water is spilled on it. The underwriters' laboratories, whose seal is on each bottle, have proved this fact. So get it now. Linex, Lin-X, Linex self-polishing wax. You'll find all 3 great Linex home brighteners and Chemtone, the miracle wall finish, at paint, hardware, and department stores everywhere. And now back to our story. We left Nick planning to rescue the dead opera singer's dog, which is caught on a bush on the side of the canyon, in the hopes that it might some way reveal the identity of the murderers of his mistress.
But where did Nick go, Mr. Bonner?
He wouldn't tell me, Miss Bowen. He just told me to come to the baggage car, get all the extra rope we have, and wait till he got back.
Now, I wish you wouldn't try to rescue that dog tonight. It's too dangerous in the dark on a freezing night like this.
I tried to tell him that, but he wouldn't listen to me. Just said that the dog was going to help him find the killers. Crazy talk.
Perhaps it isn't so crazy, Mr. Bonner. Nick has a way of knowing what he's talking about, but I wish
You
he
got
would...
that rope for me, Bob?
Look, Mr. Carter, now why don't you let me take the baggage and mail crews and search the train for these killers?
That'll be useless, Bob. Those crooks are only 2 out of several hundred people on this train. How could you tell them from the others?
Well,
Furthermore, once you let the passengers know there have been 2 murders on this train, you'll see what happens.
Oh, gosh, Nick, you're right. We might have a panic on our hands.
I guess you're right, but I don't like it just the same, risking your neck for a fool dog.
I like dogs, and this one's hurt and probably freezing by now.
Nick, what were you doing in the train just now? I thought you said you weren't going to try to spot the killers.
I wasn't, Patsy. Not exactly.
Well, then what were you doing?
Looking for something.
Well, did you find...
Maybe. We'll see later. Now, if you'll let me have that rope.
Sure you don't want me to come with you?
No, you stay here. I don't want any of the train crew or passengers to know what's going on.
Well, okay, whatever you say.
If Mr. Bonner's not going with you, I am.
Well, now that the storm's over, I guess it's safe enough. But you better dress warmly, Patsy. It's mighty cold out.
Well, look, Nick, there's an extra trainman's outfit here. That's heavy enough. Could I use that, Mr. Bonner?
Sure, if you can get into it.
Oh, I can get into it all right with plenty left over.
Patsy, I want to get that dog while he's still alive. Hurry up, will you? Let's get going. I'm glad that wind died down. Not quite so cold now.
That's right. Is this where you found the brakeman? Oh, yes, I can see the marks in the snow. Is the dog here too, Nick?
Yes, Patsy. He was caught in a small bush just below where the brakeman was.
How are you going to get down to him?
I'm going to tie this larger rope to the rail here if I can find it under this snow.
Oh.
Yes, here it is. Just a second. This rail is cold. That should be a knot that'll hold it. Yeah. Now, I'll let myself down the side of the canyon with it.
Mm-hmm.
You'll keep hold of this smaller rope. When I've tied the dog to it, you pull it up.
Okay.
I can climb back up the other rope myself.
It's a good thing we have the headlight from the locomotive on the second section to help us. Gosh, it's bright.
Yes, even though it's at least a half mile down the track, it's light enough for us to see by. All right, are you ready?
Well, gee, Nick, suppose your hands get so cold you can't pull yourself back up.
Don't worry, they won't, Patsy. I'll be getting enough exercise, so I'll keep warm. It's you I'm worried about. Are you warm enough?
Oh, sure, this outfit I've got on keeps all the cold out. I'm okay.
All right, then, I'm off. I'll let you know as soon as I'm ready to have the dog pulled up.
I'll be waiting. Take care of yourself, Nick.
I'm all right.
Careful, Nick.
Now, here he is, Patsy, and he's still alive.
Oh, good.
Oh, poor little fella. All right, steady, Billy. We'll have you up where it's nice and warm in no time. There we are. Now, let's put this little rope around your belly. There we are. Hold still. There. Now, I'll tie it around your forelegs so it won't slip. There. I don't want to lose you now. You're too valuable to me.
You ready, Nick?
Just a minute. Here, take it easy, will you? You'll be all right. There we are. Now we'll have a nice ride. All right, pull him up, Patsy. Careful.
Okay, coming up.
I'll just pull myself up with you so I can keep my eye on you and be sure you won't slip out of the ropes. Don't fight it, boy. Don't fight it. Easy now, easy.
You okay, Nick?
Yes, we're both coming along all right.
Oh, the poor little fellow. He must be frozen.
It probably is. There. I'm not too warm myself.
All right, boy.
You untie him, will you, while I get this rope off the track?
Okay.
Here, take it easy, pup.
Yeah, now, just
I don't blame you for being mad. I'm mad, too.
You're all right now. You're all right. There you are. Can you stand up? Oh, Nick, do you suppose any of his bones are broken?
I hope not. You let me see. No, I think he's just suffering from exposure. He's hardly more than a pup.
Oh, I'll carry him back to the dining car. We'll get the chef to fix him something hot.
Some good hot milk with a little brandy in it ought to make him feel like a new dog. And something hot wouldn't hurt us either. Come on.
look, Nick. He feels much better than he did. Why, he walks around almost normally now.
Yes, a little something warm to eat fixed him.
Here, and that rub down you gave him.
Oh, what are you planning to do now, Nick?
Let me have that small piece of rope, will you? Want to make a leash for him.
You're not going to take that poor pup out for a walk, are you?
Take him out? No. Take him for a walk? Yes.
But why?
Patsy, have you forgotten we're on the trail of 2 murderers?
Of course not, Nick, but...
There. That's not much of a leash, but I think it'll serve the purpose. All right, Bob, you ready?
I sure am, ready for anything, but... Say, do I smell trouble?
You might. We'll know pretty quick now.
May I come too, Nick?
Not this time, Patsy. Just wait here and cross your fingers for luck.
Okay. Where are you going?
To the smoking compartment of the first car. I want to show the dog something. Easy now, Bob.
Right.
This smoking compartment's just ahead here.
Okay.
Quiet, boy, quiet. You'll get your chance in just a minute.
I remember back some 20 years ago, we were held up for 4 days in a slide on a railroad up in Canada.
Yeah. Somebody's always been where it's worse.
Now,
than it
listen,
is
Bob.
now.
I'm going to let the dog loose when we get to the door of the compartment. I'll follow him in, and you stay back of
I
me.
don't want to seem to brag. I was just going to say...
Shut up. This is bad enough now without you making it worse.
Hey, Bob, you hear that?
Yeah, but what?
Quiet. I'm letting him loose.
Well, of course, if you don't want...
Wait down. Button your lip.
Ready, Bob?
Yeah.
All right, here goes. We stay here until I say so.
Guys just can't keep their trap shut when they're... What the devil? Hey, take them off me, will you?
Take that thing, don't you?
You're a little much like him, Mike.
Get out of the way, Pete. I can't concentrate hitting you.
Please, bit me. Get him off me, will you?
Come on, Bob. All right, you two. Get your hands up, quick.
Get this dog off me, will you?
Drop it. Okay.
Get the dog, Bob.
Come on, fella. Steady now. Now, he won't hurt you. That's
the idea. Get your hands up, now.
You ain't got no right to come in here that way.
Don't try to get your gun or I'll let you have it right.
I got my hands up.
That's better. I don't like shooting. All right, Bob, take their guns away from them.
Yeah.
Be sure you get all of them. And see what else they have on them at the same time.
Sure, Mr. Carter, sure. I'll give him a good going over.
Carter. You ain't Nick Carter.
I certainly am.
Wouldn't you know, Pete? We pull a job way up here in the mountains, and Nick Carter has to be on the train.
Oh, shut up. You ain't got nothing on us, nothing.
No, I think I have plenty.
Prove it. You want to search us?
Found anything interesting, Bob?
No, nothing. Just these 3 guns. Nothing else. Yeah, you say we ain't done nothing. I told you got no right.
You and your pal murdered the opera singer and are made in their private car tonight. You slugged the brakeman and threw him over the cliff. You stole all the singer's jewels. You call that nothing?
This guy's nuts, Pete.
Yeah. Go on and prove it, copper. But get me a doctor first, will you? My leg's all bent up. Look, I'm bleeding.
I'll get you a doctor after I get your confession.
We don't know nothing about it, do we, Mike?
No, we don't know a thing. It wasn't even there.
All right, very well. We'll all sit right here and wait until you two decide to give us the information we want.
All right, Flatfoot, sit. You can wait till next year, but you won't learn nothing from us.
Okay. I'll wait.
Oh, look, copper, I gotta get a doctor.
Hey, Bob.
Huh?
You know how quick hydrophobia sets in after a dog bites?
Why, no, I don't. Pretty quick, I think.
Let's see. If I remember correctly, there's no cure for it after it does set in, is there?
No, sir. I don't believe there is. No cure.
Oh. How long would you say it is since the dog bit Pete here?
That must be about 10 minutes now, I'd say.
10 minutes, huh? And it only takes hydrophobia about 5 minutes.
Yeah, all right. I'll tell. Only get me a doctor.
You'll get a doctor when I get your confession.
Okay. We killed him, Mike and me. We hit in the old dame's car before I left the yard.
Where are the jewels?
We made a bundle out of them and threw them clear off the cliff. They're down near the state road at the bottom. Get me a doctor, will you? I'm dying.
You're not dying. Not yet.
Yeah, I am. I got hydrophobia, sure. Get a doc, will you?
You're a fool. You can't get hydrophobia from a dog bite unless the dog has hydrophobia before he bites you. And this dog is as clean and healthy as a dog could be. You're no more danger from those bites than I am.
Hey, you mean I ain't gonna get sick from the bites?
Not in the slightest.
He tricked us.
That dirty double-crossing rat out of...
You ought to keep quiet. Bob.
Yeah.
See if you can find a doctor. And take the dog back to Patsy. He's done a good night's work. And bring some rope to tie up these cheap thugs.
Sure, Mr. Carter. Come on, Pooch. Come on, fella. Come on.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Carter, is it?
Why, yes. Hey, where are you?
I'm here under this seat. Is it safe to come out now?
Yes, indeed. Come on out and join the party.
Thank you.
Much more comfortable out here.
Yes.
Mr. Carter, may I ask you a question?
Why, certainly. Go right ahead.
How did you know these were the men who killed somebody?
Oh, very simple. When I walked through the train a while ago, I noticed that the tobacco smoke in this compartment was scented heavily with perfume. Perfume these thugs got spilled on them when a bottle of perfume broke in the opera singer's car during the fight.
Oh, that is wonderful, Mr. Carter. Wonderful.
Well, I couldn't be absolutely positive just from the perfume. And I couldn't know which of the 6 men in the compartment were the ones I wanted. And knowing that the men were armed, I had to be sure.
Yes, of course.
So I brought the dog in here, knowing that a chow would never stop hating the men who killed his mistress. And he supplied me with the additional evidence I needed. Then it was a very simple matter, as you heard, to get their confessions.
And the jewels, will you get those too?
I shall notify the state police as soon as I can contact them. The snowslide and the marks I made going down the side of the cliff after the dog will mark the place closely enough.
That's wonderful. That dog's a smart dog, isn't he?
Well, a lot smarter than these 2 crooks. He'll never go to the electric chair. That's more than I can say for them.
In just a moment, Nick and Patsy will bring you a preview of next week's exciting case. But first, here's a worthwhile thought. These are busy times for streamlined efficiency in everything we do. And American homemakers everywhere are learning how much time they save when they preserve the natural beauty of their furniture with Linex Cream Polish, which cleans as it polishes in one easy process. Linex Cream Polish requires no tiresome rubbing, and in one quick, easy application removes cloudy dust and polish accumulation. It banishes messy fingerprints and helps conceal ugly scratches. Linex Cream Polish dries hard, too, leaving no oily film to attract more dust and make more work for you. So by all means, keep your treasured furniture lovely the easy way with Linex Cream Polish. Remember to ask for it at your dealers. If he hasn't received his supply of the 3 great Linex home brighteners, he'll probably have them soon. Ask him to save one or all of them for you. Acme will see that he gets them, and you get them, as quickly as possible. And now let's hear from Nick Carter himself. How about it, Nick? What thrilling story are you going to tell us next week?
Well, next week, Ken, I'm going to tell you a simple little story which begins when the milkman arrives at a customer's house to find the young wife tied up in the kitchen of her home and her young husband shot to death in his bed.
The local sheriff couldn't seem to make head nor tails out of the case. But when Nick took hold, he picked up a small clue here and another one there and got the right answer.
An answer, I may say, that was somewhat unexpected.
Is it an exciting case?
Well, tracking down a murderer is always exciting to me.
Well, what do you call the story, Nick?
I call it the 2-pillow murder.
For the mystery of the milkman's discovery.
And that's all for now. So long, everybody.
So long.
And so long to you both, Nick and Patsy. We'll be looking forward to seeing you again next week. Next week at the same time, listen to another curious experience of Nick Carter, Master Detective, entitled
The 2-Pillow Murder, or Nick Carter and the Mystery of the Milkman's Discovery.
Nick Carter, Master Detective, is a copyright feature of Street and Smith Publications, Incorporated. It is presented at this same time and over these same stations by the 3 great Linex home brighteners. Linex Clear Gloss, Linex Cream Polish, and Linex Self-Polishing Wax. Created by Acme, America's great producer of Acme quality paints. In the Nick Carter Adventures, Lon Clark is starred as Nick. Ellen Choate is featured as Patsy. Original music is played by Lou White. The programs are written and directed by Jock McGregor. This is Ken Powell speaking for the thousands of Linex dealers all over America and saying so long until next week. This is Mutual.
Hello? Yes, this is the Falcon speaking. Oh, Marcia. I'm glad you called. Now, you'll have to count me out tonight, Angel. I'm going to be entertained by some comic. And when this boy makes with the gags, he really slays them. This is Ed Hurley, friends, inviting you on behalf of the Kraft Foods Company to listen to The Adventures of the Falcon, starring Les Damon. You met the Falcon first in his best-selling novels.
than you saw him in his thrilling motion picture series. Now join him on the air when the Falcon solves the case of the practical choker. Before we join the Falcon for his latest adventure, I'd like to tell you about 9 of the handiest little menu helpers you ever had in your kitchen. They're the 9 famous Kraft cheese spreads, and they really are handy for making snacks and sandwiches, salad toppings, and appetizers. All of the Kraft cheese spreads, the mild-tasting ones and the sharp-tasting ones, too, are delicious. And they're all the very finest quality because they're made by Kraft. So, tomorrow, get several of the 9 famous cheese spreads made by Kraft. And now, the case of the practical choker. It is Sunday afternoon in New York, and in a parked car outside the Club 91, a bad actor named Chuck Morgan and a blonde named Linda Stewart are rehearsing a new comedy routine. And although Mr. Morgan's ideas of humor may be overdeveloped, still he obviously believes this act should kill his customer.
Now, you understand what you're supposed to do, Linda.
I'm not too sure, Mr. Morgan.
What's the matter with you anyway? Your agent told me you were a hep dame.
Look, Mr. Morgan, I don't need a job that badly.
All right, I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean that. You see, I want to play a joke on this guy, and I want to make sure that it goes off the schedule.
Well, the more I hear this joke, the less I like it.
I told you there's nothing to worry about. This fellow's a good friend of mine.
And why do something as silly as this?
Just to settle a bet. Now, he thinks he's a great little guy with the ladies, and I bet him $50 he was wrong.
But you promised me $100 for this job. How can you come out ahead?
You don't understand, Linda. It's not the money, it's the principle of this thing. I just want to make a sucker out of Davis.
Davis?
Yeah, his name is Red Davis. Now, he's a thin little guy with red hair and pop eyes. You won't have any trouble spotting him. He owns the joint. He'll be in the corner booth.
But suppose your friend doesn't show any interest in me.
You haven't taken a good look at yourself in the mirror lately, have you? No, I'm not at all worried. Now, when Red sees you, he'll start baying at the moon.
But at the beginning, you want me to act insulted.
That's right. That's so he won't become suspicious. Then thaw out and let him buy you a couple of drinks.
And after that?
Well, he'll probably want to take you out for the evening, so you tell him that first you have to make a stop at your apartment.
I don't think I like that, Mr. Morgan.
What's there not to like? This is on the up and up. When you get to your place, I'll be waiting for you.
And that's where you're going to tell Mr. Davis it's just a joke.
That's right. I can hardly wait to see Red when he learns it's a gag. I'll bet he'll practically die laughing.
Hey, where do you live anyway, Linda?
It's just the next floor, Mr. Davis.
Oh, cut it out. You promised you were going to call me Red.
I'm sorry. Red, do you know a man named...
Man named who?
Forget it.
You know, I don't get you, Linda. When I first saw you in the club, I immediately said to myself, now there's a dame with class. I was surprised when you gave me a tumble.
What? I don't often do things like that.
It was an impulse, huh?
Yeah.
I understand. I get them all the time. Where do we go now?
Is this apartment here?
Oh, here. Let me help you.
It's all right. I can manage. Come in.
Thanks. Hey, nice layout you got here, Linda. I think I'm going to like this.
I wouldn't bet on that, Red.
Morgan.
Oh, then you do know each other.
You dirty little double-crosser.
But he told me it was a joke.
The joke's over now, honey. You can beat it.
Now, see here, Mr. Morgan.
I said beat it.
Oh, I don't
If you're a smart girl, you'll keep your trap closed. Now, go on.
Listen, Morgan.
Shut up. I don't want any conversation from you, Red. I just want my dough.
What dough?
Don't play dumb. The $60,000 you owe me on the Robinson fight.
Oh, that.
What'd you think I was talking about?
Well, you see, I'm kind of low, Chuck. I've been running in tough luck lately.
From now on, it's going to get worse. You know, all the boys are laughing at me for letting you hang me up. A man in my position can't afford that. It might give other people ideas.
Look, Morgan, suppose I pay you a little at a time, huh?
What do you call a little?
Well, I could give you $10,000 now and the balance
Keep
next...
your hands up.
I was just reaching for my wallet.
You got that dough on you?
Yeah.
Okay, let's have it.
Sure. I was going to give it to you all the time. All right, Morgan. Put him up.
Put away that gun, Davis.
Act your age. Well, Mr. Morgan, who's the joke on now?
I guess it's me.
And you're not kidding.
That's okay, Red. I'll see you again. And I'll lay you odds next time you won't be this lucky.
Mr. Lyons, because you'll enjoy it. After Chuck Morgan goes to all that trouble, Red pulls the gun and leaves Chuck with his tongue hanging out.
Well, that's very amusing, Hudson. What happened after that?
Oh, Morgan started looking for him again.
And what do you think will happen if he finds him this time?
The same thing.
You don't believe Morgan will kill him?
No, Morgan's all talk.
You think so?
I know so. I wouldn't last this long as a private dick if I wasn't a good judge of character, huh? Now, take it from me, nothing's going to happen to Red.
Well, that's too bad, Hudson. It would be worth a lot of money to me if something did.
Huh? How much is a lot of money?
Well, what's the difference? You're not interested.
Try me.
$2,500.
You're right. At that price, I'm not interested.
Well, it isn't worth more. Everybody knows that Morgan has threatened Davis. So you run absolutely no risk.
What have you got against Red anyway?
Well, that's none of your business. Either you want the job or you don't.
Well, as long as you put it in that basis, Mr. Lyons, let me think it over.
Club 91, good evening.
Oh, Victor, this is Red.
Oh, yes, Mr. Davis.
I'm in a booth at the corner of Madison and 46. Anybody been around the joint asking for me?
Several gentlemen.
What'd you tell them?
That I had not heard from you all day.
Good. Norma there?
Who?
My wife, stupid.
No. Mrs. Davis has not been in all evening.
Well, when she gets there... cut that out.
What's the trouble?
Some characters in a hurry to use the phone. Hold it a second, Victor, till I take care of this pest. Now, listen, you. How would you like a good... Oh, punch. Punch.
That's you, Waring?
What the...
Shut the door.
Listen, Morgan.
Shut it. Just keep your hands right where they are.
What are you doing here, Chuck?
Red Davis was knocked off a couple of hours ago.
That still doesn't answer my question.
I don't see why not. One, the cops think I did it. Two, you can prove I didn't. Now, does it add up?
Not to my liking. You better get somebody else.
Listen, Waring, maybe I haven't handled this right, but I didn't kill Red.
And why don't you tell that to the police?
You don't think for a minute they believe me?
Suppose I told you I don't either.
Now, look, Mike, I know you don't like me, but give me credit for a little intelligence. If I was going to knock off Davis, would I shoot my mouth off all over town?
So?
So I tell you I didn't kill him.
Then who did?
I got no idea.
Okay, Morgan. I'll see what I can do for you. But first, I want you to surrender to the cops.
Oh, no.
All right, then it's no deal.
Now, wait a minute, Mike. I'll make you a proposition.
No, I'm not interested.
For Pete's sake, give me a chance, will you? I'm convinced that with any luck, you can clean this up in a couple of hours. If you haven't by then, I'll give myself up.
What'll you do in the meantime?
I'll stay right here.
What's to prevent me from walking out and calling the police?
Nothing.
Oh, you just trust me, huh?
I don't have any other choice. What do you say, Mike?
Well, this is against my better judgment, Morgan. But you got yourself a boy.
This is Ed Hurley again, friends. This time of year, especially, everybody longs for something just a little bit different to pep up tired winter menus. So this idea for a tempting salad may be just what you want. It's an easy salad to make. You just take a good-sized green pepper, scoop out the center, and stuff the pepper with Kraft's delicious olive pimento cheese spread. Then chill, slice into pinwheels, and serve each slice on a crispy lettuce leaf. Mmm. Oh, what wonderful eating. Kraft Olive Pimento is an extra delicious cheese spread filled with juicy bits of red pimentos and fine green olives. And like all 9 of the good-eating Kraft cheese spreads, it's a wholesome dairy food made from only the finest, purest ingredients. And smooth, it's smooth as satin. Spreads perfectly for sandwiches and snacks. Try Smoke Hell and Kraft Cheese and Bacon Spread and all of the 9 Kraft cheese spreads. Look for them in gay, colorful, tulip-designed drinking glasses. Collect a whole set while you're enjoying these delicious spreads. You know, Kraft cheese spreads are so delicious, they're America's favorites. So be sure you get the cheese spreads made by Kraft. Now, back to the adventures of the Falcon. 20 minutes have passed since Mike Waring agreed to go to work for Chuck Morgan. And now, as we find Mike, he's about to earn his fee.
Yes,
Mrs. Norma Davis?
that's right.
My name is Mike Waring. I'm sorry to bother you at a time like this, but I'd like to ask you some questions about your husband.
But I've told the police everything I know.
Well, I'm working on a different angle.
Come in.
Thank you.
What do you want to know?
Mrs. Davis, have you any ideas who might have killed Red?
Yes, Chuck Morgan.
I mean, besides Morgan.
No. Red didn't have an enemy in the world.
Now, you know that's not true, Mrs. Davis. Your husband wasn't exactly the most popular citizen in New York.
How dare you say that to me?
Well, I only...
I won't have you talk that way about him. I'm tired of these insinuations. How do you know what kind of man Paul was?
Well, I'm sorry.
You're sorry. Go on, get out.
Mrs. Davis, look, all
I don't want to hear any more about it. Now leave me alone.
Permit me to congratulate you, Mrs. Davis. That was a marvelous performance.
Why, thank you, Mr. Lyons. You think I convinced him I was a broken-hearted widow?
How could you help it when you practically convinced me? Come here, darling, and let me console you.
Just a second.
Yeah? I'm looking for a guy named Larry Hudson.
Well, look no further, Mr. Morgan.
You, Hudson?
That's right.
One of my friends told me you wanted to see me.
He told you right. Care for a drink?
Yeah, I could stand one.
Help yourself. Bar's in the corner. Pour me one while you're at it. You're in a bad spot, Chuck.
You bring me up here to tell me that?
Yeah. Yeah, you see, I know who killed Red Davis.
What?
You heard me. Oh, that one mine?
Yeah.
Thanks. Say, how you fix for cash?
What do you mean?
Well, I got a lot of information to sell. It's going to the highest bidder.
You mean you can clear me?
I'm not doing any more talking until I see the color of your dough.
How do I know you got merchandise?
I'll give you a sample. Did you know that Davis's wife was two-timing him?
With whom?
Oh, no, that's all you get free. But you can use this kind of stuff, can't you?
Listen, Hudson, I want you to talk to Waring.
Oh?
Mike Waring, the Falcon. He's working for me.
Are you kidding?
No. Will you talk to him?
Sure. Providing I can make a buck.
I'll take care of you. I'm going back to Waring's apartment. I want you to call him there in about 15 minutes.
Well, I'll be sitting right here at the phone.
Tell him what you told me about Mrs. Davis.
Oh, no good. Get the dough up first.
Now, look, Hudson, I only got $1,000 on me. I'll give you another $4 the next time I see you.
Ah. Okay, Morgan. You got yourself a deal.
Morgan? Chuck! Hello, desk. This is Mr. Waring. There was a man waiting in my apartment. By any chance did you... Never mind. Come in.
Hello, Mike.
I'm just asking for you, Morgan. Where the devil have you been?
Out.
That tells me a lot. I thought you agreed to stay right here.
I know, but I had to see somebody.
Who?
Suppose you tell me what you found out first.
Well, not very much. Every lead I explored came back to you.
Did you see Mrs. Davis?
Just for a few minutes.
What'd you think of her?
She seemed all broken up over her husband's murder.
She was kidding you.
What makes you think so?
Because I've been doing a little checking on my own. She's been holding hands with some guy who wasn't her husband.
Where'd you get that from?
Private dick named Larry Hudson.
Oh, that lying thief.
I don't care what he is, Mike. He's got the evidence to clear me.
Who did he say killed Davis?
He wouldn't tell me, but I made him promise to talk to you. We should be calling you any minute.
Listen, Morgan, I wouldn't trust that guy on a stack of Bibles. What'd you give him?
Give him?
Yes, a guy like Hudson doesn't talk for free. How much you promise him?
$5,000.
Well, you better save your money.
But I tell you, he can clear me. There, that's probably him now.
Hello.
That's you, Waring?
That's right, Hudson.
I take it then you've talked to Morgan.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think?
What I think is unimportant. Morgan tells me you can clear him.
Sure. For a price.
Well, for my part, I'm not interested.
You got to talk to him, Mike.
I don't like it, Morgan.
Neither do I, but if this guy can save my
Well,
neck...
make up your minds, boys. They ain't got all week.
Okay, Hudson. We'll be over in an hour. 4A, 4B.
It's over here, Mike.
Now, look, I want you to let me handle Hudson and keep your mouth shut.
You're the doctor. What's keeping him?
I don't know.
Maybe he went out.
I doubt it.
How can you tell?
Take a peek at that keyhole.
I can't see a thing.
Sure, because the key is still in the lock. That means Hudson's got to be in there. Hey, Hudson, open up! Hudson! All right, Morgan, give me a hand.
What are you going to do?
Break it down. Shouldn't take too much effort. Come on, let's go. All right, one more. Should do. Hudson! Hudson! Where the devil is the light switch?
It ought to be somewhere around the door.
And watch yourself, Morgan. Wait till I strike a match. I got it. There we are.
Mike.
Yeah. Don't touch him.
Was he dead?
Either that or asleep. With that knife in him, what do you think? Hand me the phone. I got to call the cops.
A nice piece of work, Mike. A very nice piece of work. All right, Morgan, let's go.
Now, hold it, Corbett. He's not the reason I called you.
I know, but I'm not complaining.
I told you not to call him Mike.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think you're right, Morgan. For the same dime, I could have phoned someone with brains.
What kind of a crack is that?
Well, in case you hadn't noticed, Sergeant, that's a body in that chair.
It'll keep. But as long as you raise the point, why did you kill him, Morgan?
You crazy? I just got here with Waring.
Don't hand me that.
It's the truth, Corbett.
So you're going to be his alibi.
Yep. And you better listen to me unless you want to look like a jerk when we get to headquarters. Now, how long would you say Hudson was dead?
Yeah, not too long. Body's still warm. Could be anywhere from 15 minutes to 3/4 of an hour.
And that lets Morgan out.
I don't see how.
Because he was with me every minute from the time I got Hudson's call to the time we broke down the door. And the whole business took at least an hour.
Your word's not good enough, Mike.
Okay, Sergeant. If you don't believe me, you can check with the switchboard at my place and the doorman downstairs. And if that's not enough, I'll dig up the hacky who drove us over.
That still doesn't mean Morgan couldn't have killed Red Davis.
Oh, now, come on. Use your head, Sergeant. You know both these murders were committed by the same party. Hudson knew who it was, and that's why he was killed.
I still say it was Morgan.
You're crazy. Hudson was going to clear me.
Keep quiet, Morgan. All right, Sergeant. I'll advise him to confess if you can show me one thing.
What?
How did he get in here? You can see the only door was locked from the inside.
So what? He could have used the window.
Yeah? We'll take a look.
There are bars on him.
That's right. And no one but a midget could fit through the opening.
And there must be another door.
Yeah, forget it. There wasn't.
And it was a physical impossibility for anyone to have killed Hudson.
Yet it was done.
How?
Well, I can't tell you. But maybe I can take you to the little lady who can. Shall we go?
Listen, Mike, if the DA ever finds out I let Morgan go, he'll have... Wait a minute.
Huh?
Isn't this where Red Davis lived?
That's right, Sergeant.
Well, you can't bother his wife now.
Why not?
Because her husband was just murdered.
Oh, well, she may surprise you with what she knows about it. Morgan told me that she was being romanced by some character.
Oh.
I don't know. And apparently neither did Red. If you ask me, Sergeant,
Yes?
Hello, Mrs. Davis. Remember me?
Not too pleasantly.
May we come in?
I'm sorry, Mr. Waring. I'm busy.
Oh, well, this gentleman would like to ask you a couple of questions.
This gentleman means nothing in my young life.
Well, now you never can tell. He's a sergeant in the New York Police Department's Homicide Division.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's just that the house is in such a mess.
Well, we promise not to stare.
Who was it, Norma? Norma.
I think you're being paged, Angel.
It's nothing, Raymond.
Oh, for a moment, darling, I was... Oh.
Hello, Mr.
Lyons, Raymond Lyons.
Listen, Sergeant, I can explain everything.
Sure, but suppose we do it downtown.
Downtown?
Yes, it's customary, Mrs. Davis, when the police are questioning suspects.
But we did absolutely nothing.
Nothing but murder your husband and the man named Larry Hudson.
That's a lie.
You deny that you and Lyons are busy in the romance department behind your husband's back?
Yes.
And what's Lyons doing here now?
Well, he's just helping me.
Mm-hmm. Like he helped you murder Hudson?
No.
Now, just a moment, Waring. I thought this gentleman was the officer of the law.
You're right, Lyons, but if you think my questions are going to be less embarrassing, you're in for a bad shock. Larry Hudson was murdered at 10:45 tonight. Where were you at that time?
I was with Norma.
That's right.
Well, now, that's what I call a wonderful alibi, Sergeant. Too bad there wasn't anyone else around to substantiate it.
Oh, but there was, Mr. Waring. A justice of the peace named Smith over in Jersey. I think he might recall us.
Why should he?
Because I gave him $100 to perform the marriage ceremony that made Norma here Mrs. Lyons. I guess he should remember that, don't you?
This is Ed Hurley again, friends, and I'd like to help you find out about the 9 most delicious cheese spreads you'd ever want to taste. They're the 9 famous cheese spreads made by Kraft. They're delightfully mild-tasting ones, such as Kraft Pineapple Cheese Spread, Kraft Olive Pimento, and Kraft Relish. And there are sharp-tasting ones, too, like Roca, Smokell, and Kraft Limburger Cheese Spread. All of them are mighty good to eat. And they're good for you to eat, too, because they're wholesome dairy foods made from only the finest ingredients. For quick, easy snacks and sandwiches, keep your refrigerator stocked with several of the 9 delicious Kraft cheese spreads. Now, back to the adventures of the Falcon. A half hour has passed since Norma Davis and Raymond Lyons punctured Mike's theory by coming up with an unbreakable alibi. And now as Mike drives home with Sergeant Corbett, he still refuses to accept the obvious.
Doesn't make sense, Corbett. I tell you, it doesn't make sense. Hey, will you watch where you're driving?
Something screwy about that marriage.
You saw the license?
Well, doesn't it strike you as strange that within 12 hours after her husband is murdered, Mrs. Davis marries another man?
Of course it does. There's no law against it.
No, but an alibi like that must have a hole in it.
Yeah, you show me where. And after you do that, show me how either Mrs. Davis or Lyons could have murdered Hudson. If it was a physical impossibility for Morgan to kill him, it applies to them, too.
Uh-oh, hold everything.
What's the matter?
Oh, what a chump I've been.
Well, they say confession is good for the soul.
I tell you, I've got the answer to the whole thing, Sergeant.
That on the level?
Yes. I know now who killed Hudson. And with the help of Chuck Morgan, I'm going to prove it.
Driving at, Mike. I don't know anything about Mrs. Davis except what I told you before.
Well, how did you discover she was seeing Raymond Lyons?
I didn't know it was Lyons. All Hudson told me was that it was some man.
Mm-hmm. How well did you know Hudson?
I met him for the first time today. He got in touch with one of my friends and said he wanted to see me.
Well, that puts us right back where we started.
Look, Mike, why don't we drop the whole business?
Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
Well, sure. The cops know now that I couldn't have killed Hudson.
That's where you're wrong.
You mean they still
No, they don't. But I do.
What are you babbling about?
Morgan, I know how you managed it.
Do you?
Yes, it was pretty clever. I can't blame myself for not seeing it sooner. No wonder you insisted I go up and see Hudson.
I'm still waiting to hear you explain how I killed him.
Well, I'm saving that for the cops.
Ah, don't kid yourself, Mike. You've done all the talking you're going to.
All right, put away the gun, Morgan. You don't think I'd be sucker enough to come here alone?
Funny, I don't see anyone around.
You're not looking in the right places.
What?
Get down, Mike. I'm warning you, Morgan. You better throw your gun in the middle of the room.
You want it, Sergeant? Come here.
Watch it, Mike. He may be acting.
With that hole in his forehead, Corbett, it doesn't call for much ability. Think you better phone the coroner. You can drop me over the corner, Sergeant. Well, it's been grand.
Hold it, Mike. Aren't you forgetting something? I've got a report to make.
Who's stopping you?
You are.
Oh. Well, you know that Morgan killed Red Davis.
Sure. I was the first one to say so.
You should have stuck to your guns.
Well, when you tossed in that razzle-dazzle about Hudson's murder, you threw me.
Yeah, well, don't feel too badly about it. I was right with you. Of course, I'm reconstructing now, but this is what must have happened. Lyons tried to hire Hudson to bump Red. Hudson said he'd think it over. When Red was killed, Hudson knew immediately that if he hadn't done it, Morgan must have.
I don't see how that follows. It could have been Lyons.
If Lyons were willing to do the job, why did he approach Hudson in the first place? No, it had to be Morgan. And when Hudson realized that, he tried to shake down Morgan. He even told Morgan that if the price were right, he might be induced to frame Red's wife. So Morgan played along with him and asked him to get in touch with me.
Now we're coming to the part I want to hear.
Well, when Chuck went to meet Hudson, first of many such... So he slipped a slow-acting drug into Hudson's drink.
Why didn't he kill him then and there and be done with it?
Because he needed an alibi, and I was it.
I don't get it.
He needed someone with him while he murdered Hudson.
What?
Sure. Remember you said it was a physical impossibility for anyone to get into that room and kill Hudson before Morgan and I broke down the door?
Yeah?
Well, there you hit the nail right on the head. It was a physical impossibility. So it means that Hudson was killed while I was in the room.
Let me get this straight. You mean while you were hunting for the light switch?
Morgan was hunting for a place to plant his knife.
Wasn't he taking quite a chance there?
Oh. Hudson was drugged, so he couldn't make an outcry. And a knife makes no noise at all.
Well, that'll learn you. The next time I say something, you'll listen. I told you Morgan was the killer all along.
Yeah, well, you'll have to forgive me. I've been hearing so many radio shows. I forgot it wasn't unconstitutional for a cop to be right. Let's hope this establishes some sort of a precedent. Huh? Good night, Sergeant.
It's wonderful as a spread, delicious as a seasoning, superb as a flavor shortening. It's Parquet Margarine, that marvelous all-purpose margarine made by Kraft. Yes, millions prefer Parquet to any other spread, seasoning or shortening, for one big reason. It tastes so good. And it tastes so good because it's always fresh. In states where the law permits, get yellow Parquet in its new aluminum foil Flavor Saver wrap. Elsewhere, get the regular package or Color Quick bag. Get Parkay, Parquet Margarine made by Kraft. It tastes so good. The Case of the Gangster's Girl. The Case of the Gangster's Girl. That's the title of next week's adventure of the Falcon, when Mike Waring learns that somebody who starts out to be a stool pigeon is likely to end up being a dead pigeon. So be sure to listen at this same time next week to another exciting adventure of the Falcon, brought to you by the Kraft Foods Company. The Adventures of the Falcon are based on the famous character created by Drexel Drake, produced by Bernard L. Schubert, written today by Gene Wang, and directed by Richard Lewis. Music was by Arlo. Les Damon was starred as the Falcon, with Ken Lynch as Sergeant Corbett. Also heard on today's broadcast was Miss Ann Williams of New Orleans, Louisiana, who was chosen by this program from among the dramatic students of Sarah Lawrence College in Bronxville, New York. Be sure to hear the great Gildersleeve next Wednesday evening over most of these stations. In next Wednesday's broadcast, Gildy comes face to face with an hilarious problem and solves it in a way that will keep you laughing for days. Remember the show, the time, and the place. The Great Gildersleeve next Wednesday evening over most of these stations. Check your newspaper for time of broadcast. This is Ed Hurley speaking for the Kraft Foods Company.
Monty Woolley, Jack Haley, and Judy Holliday join the big show on NBC.